get me copyrighted. Is there another game after this? I kind of don't want football to end today. Baltimore plays the Raiders tomorrow night. I don't want football to end today. Padford goes Hollywood. Is there another game after this? Ew. Is that what I sound like? That can't be what I sound like. Somebody's hacking my stream and making me sound stupid. When the Chiefs got up or whatever and they had the ball back, I was like, the Browns ain't getting this ball back, and I was almost right till Clowney and Myles Garrett sandwiched Mahomes. But then Baker threw the interception after that. That was a tough way to lose. Skip was mad as fuck, dude. He was talking shit about Mahomes the whole second half. And like, Baker is out-dueling Mahomes. I'm not surprised. He's better. Blah, 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 blah. And then Baker throws the fucking interception at the end. And
Baker throws the game away.
Yeah. Guess what Skip said after that? Well, I think the Jaguars could have used Tim Tebow today. To do what? What could he have done today? Stafford's finally on a good team with a good coach. He ain't never had a good head coach.
I'm honestly a little worried.
His best, yeah, because expectations. His best head coach was Jim Schwartz. They made the playoffs once together. He's a good defensive coordinator, not that good of a head coach, but he got the Lions relevant because they were pretty bad before he took over. But then again, Stafford also had something to do with that, getting them good, making them relevant. No, I have not seen the McLaurin catch yet, actually. I keep hearing about it. I'm gonna hit you with the Shannon Sharp. Does it really matter, though? You lost. Anytime I had guys make big catches in games we lost, I'd never watch them again. I'd be like, who gives a fuck? One more game. Give me the Rams. But I hope I'm surprised at how good this game is. It's going to need to be a defensive battle for the Bears to have a chance. I know y'all ain't playing licensed music again. I know y'all ain't trying to hit me with a fucking copyright claim. Snoop Dizzle. D-O double jizzle. I hope my dad doesn't come get me till like after 8:30 tomorrow. He'll probably call it like 7. You up?
He gonna call you at 7:30 sharp.
Like fucking hell.
Hope you up and ready, boy.
I could really just make some excuse and not go. I've been sitting here going back and forth on it.
I just couldn't sleep thinking about how they done it.
It gave me post-traumatic stress to see what happened to Aaron Rodgers today. I've got... Well, yeah, they were down by 30, so they just took him out to keep him from getting hurt. Stafford's definitely an upgrade over Jared Goff. Any way you slice it. Old Stat Padford. Excuse me. Stan Kroenke's a piece of shit. Next Sunday night, Kansas City and Baltimore. Next Sunday night.
many great storylines. He's made a career out of one phrase. Here is Michael.
This is a nice stadium.
This is
Looks really nice with people in it.
been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching.
Protect Michael Buffer at all costs.
Rams fans.
What Rams fan? I bet you there's more Bears fans there than Rams fans.
Rams fans.
I'd bet money there's more Bears fans.
Your engine.
I know there's more Bears fans in there than Rams fans. Boy, for a second I thought Pat McAfee was back. That guy kind of looks like Pat McAfee from a distance. The Bears will receive.
Virginia Tech, their sixth-round pick, is back to receive it.
Don't run that out. Don't run that out.
His first play ever.
Okay, fuck it. Run it out. Run it out. He's at the 30. The kicker can't make the tackle. He's at the 40. Okay, good return. He saw something I couldn't see to run that out.
Confidence right there.
Yeah.
Frequently, when you see a
He
guy
came out and knew he was going to do that.
come back
Yeah, he was like 8 yards deep
I like that.
and didn't even hesitate.
their offense.
Andy Dalton, TCU. David Montgomery, Iowa State. Colin Robinson, Penn State. Marquise Goodwin,
Can my little game chart thing load on ESPN
Notre Dame. Jason Peters, University of Arkansas.
for the sake of my stream?
Kent State, Shan Mustard.
Andy, the law of averages, Dalton.
Warren G. Harding High School. Jermaine Fanning, Texas A&M.
New guys on an offensive line. Will they hold up? One of the big questions.
They're going to have to hold up to have a chance in this game.
Up to the 47
I think the
That
Bears
is
will play
Darnell
a decent
Mooney
game.
making the catch, tackled by
Yeah.
I think the Rams might have a
9 years in Cincinnati.
average game. So
And
I think
last year in
the
Dallas.
Rams are going to win
You take a look
by
at his
about 9
numbers for the
points,
pass
10
rating a
points,
little lower than the
something like
league
that.
average.
It'll be low scoring. probably
Dalton
not
hit
very close.
Mooney for a gain of 4 on first down. Go to Montgomery. Oh! Wow, breaks a big run to the right side. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 20, out of bounds, short of the 10.
Uh-oh, Dale.
Hey now.
Where's Aaron Donald at? Where's Aaron Donald?
That was running away from Aaron Donald, is what that was.
41 yards by Montgomery.
No, I'm just doing the Tom Brady thing. Because Aaron Donald's the only guy on defense.
Yeah, you're doing the Skip Bayless thing. Skip hates Aaron Donald because he always gets
Where was
ahead.
Aaron Donald?
Skip
I don't see him.
Skip hates Aaron Donald because he always gets ahead of Brady on the NFL Top 100. He complains about it every year.
I don't blame him. I'm glad they give credit to a big guy.
Yeah.
That's what makes me most excited.
If I made a list of the 10 best players in the NFL, 2 of these Rams players on defense would be on it, Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
As I say,
Yeah.
It's
Damian Williams for no
Who's that
gain.
right there, that guy?
Hey, Aaron Donald made the tackle.
concerns. Tackled there by Donald. That'll make it second down and 10. Matt Nagy, the
Matt Nagy, who should have been fired after last year.
I think the day I'm truly satisfied
and
with the
Fields has
NFL
come into the
is
game,
when
so
Aaron
we
Donald
thought we
wins
might see
MVP.
a little bit of him.
If it could somehow be
Just a
possible.
couple of
Matt Nagy should have been fired after last year. I don't know how he still has a job. Justin Fields is in the game.
Maybe that's why Justin Fields ain't the starter. They're like, we're going to wait like
He's
3
in
weeks
now.
and fire you.
both Montgomery and Williams flanking on the backfield.
A white quarterback wouldn't be made to do this.
His first
Ooh.
play there is a complete
He gets a pass to Goblin for a gain of 8. Jalen Ramsey's got a new jersey number this year, number 5. It threw me off.
Ramsey with the cover
That was a nice tackle. Jalen Ramsey's a complete player. He'll tackle.
for a gain of 8.
Thought Justin Fields was going to do the Trey Lance and come in and throw a touchdown first thing.
That was a pretty pass, too.
Stood right in there.
It's only 8 yards, but I'm still impressed.
Third down, a yard and a half. So Fields out after that debut.
I don't like how they do it.
Andy Dalton and his brand new mustache. The Rams are begging for a false start, and they get it. That's good for the Bears. The Rams have blown that up anyway. This is a free second chance for the Bears now, this false start.
At the line of scrimmage.
The Rams are probably like, can we, like, decline that? Like, can y'all just not call that?
It's like that time Prater missed the game winner against the Falcons, but they got called for delay of game, so he got to do it again, and then he made it. I was so mad.
An impressive start.
Fucking Justin Fields made the one good play.
Good run play.
Yeah. All Andy Dalton's not done yet. He's not fucked it up yet. Crowd noise, timeout. Wow, crowd noise at a Rams game. When has that ever been a problem?
Gives us a chance
Crowd
to
noise
make
at a
the
Rams
Rams
game.
defense.
forces the Bears to take a timeout.
Aishan Robinson, Alabama. Sebastian Joseph Day, Rutgers. Aaron Donald, Pitt. Justin Hollins.
Jalen Ramsey thinks he's slick, changing his jersey number so people have to buy another fucking jersey.
George, Darius Williams, UAB. Jordan Fuller, D, Ohio State University. Taylor Rapp, Washington. Jalen
But is there another Ohio State University? There's 2 universities in Miami. One's in Ohio.
Bears taking a
Yeah, Big Ben, thank you for that.
Yeah.
just 3 minutes.
Fuck
into
you
the game.
again, Big Ben.
So it reminds
Big
me
Ben
of
had an Andy Dalton game. He didn't fuck it up.
McVay. Opening night in
3rd and 6.
Packers, and down the field they went at Lambeau.
A lot of moving around pre-snap. Oh, empty backfield against Aaron Donald. I think the Rams are only going to rush 3. If they only rush 3, yep, they rush 4. Thought that linebacker might drop into coverage.
No, it hit the ground.
Hit the ground.
It hit the ground.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Nah, that
I think it hit the ground.
hit the ground. That ref seen it. That ref seen it hit the ground.
So that promising opening
Well, as of now, it's an interception for Andy Dalton.
with an interception
It was tipped.
by Kenny Young. He's all over the
Oh.
Yeah, it might be a
That's
pick.
how the forearms are like.
and the Rams
I'm sure they'll get about 25 looks at it, but
Well, about him not blowing it.
first of all, that was a bad throw by
I
Andy
know it
Dalton.
wasn't his pick. It wasn't like a direct pick. It was tipped.
Well, no, the
Still.
first guy should have
Yeah,
caught it, so
but
it's still a
still.
bad fucking throw. First guy should have caught it. Just tipped it up in the air and got
Andy
picked in the
Dalton
back of the
threw
end
game, put
zone.
Justin Fields in now.
That's Chris Collins for a great start so far. Pick. You see, a couple years ago they were doing a Broncos game, and he was like, Osweiler went to work on his fundamentals, and he looks sharp out here tonight. Intercepted as soon as he says that. Now Michaels goes, well, that was on cue.
Aaron Rodgers is throwing the game so he can get traded.
He just wants to go host Jeopardy is what Aaron
He's right,
Rodgers
Adam
wants to do.
Sandler at Meme Machine.
Aaron Rodgers wants to go host Jeopardy. He ain't got time for this football shit. He ain't never getting back to a Super Bowl. I hate to say it at this point. Unless he wants to go to Denver and take Teddy Bridgewater's job, then he might have a
Oh
chance.
God, the Dolphins fans are losing it. First place, first place, first place.
They got lucky. James White fumbled in scoring range. The Patriots were running out the clock to kick a field goal and win it. James White fumbled. Oh, fun fact. How many times in 345 career starts as a Patriot did Tom Brady have a running back fumble the game away in scoring range? How many times, Dylan? How many times?
50.
1 in 345 games. Mac Jones, once in 1 game. So already, unbelievable.
I'm proud of Mac Jones.
He played great.
74% complete.
But if that don't sum up Tom Brady, 345 games, you lose 1 game because of a fumble in scoring range. Matt Jones first start, all the running back fumbled in scoring range, we lose. They were going to win 19-17, kick a field goal as time ran out. Or with so little time left that Hawaiian Andy Dalton, a.k.a. Tua, wouldn't have had a chance to fucking get them down the field.
Too bad they don't have Deshaun Watson like they wanted.
How about trade Aaron Rodgers for Deshaun Watson?
Nah, 3 first-round picks.
Rodgers would probably refuse to
3
play for
first-round
Houston.
Picks.
No, they wouldn't say
3
no.
first-round picks.
They would
yeah.
not say no to
3
Aaron
first-round
Rodgers.
picks.
Aaron
After
Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers' first game today, I'm not giving you a first-round pick for him.
the Texans would take that trade if you said Rodgers for Watson. But Rodgers would flat out refuse to
I
play. He
want to
would
see
retire.
Rodgers play a game, not what he did today.
Interception stands. Stat Padford on the field for the first time. Gain of 6. C.J. Henderson.
He looks good in a Rams uniform, too.
Yeah, it
You
looks
gotta give it-
natural.
That's him right there.
I said earlier, I said, man, Jared Goff looks natural in that Lions uniform. Perfect team for him. And I was like, he really looks at home in that Lions uniform. Stafford looks good in the Rams uniform.
Hell, they dropped 33 today. I can't say
Here comes a blitz. Now that's a fucking Stafford throw. They blitz and he just rifles that in there. There is not a single throw Patrick Mahomes can make that Matthew Stafford can't make. Stafford can make any throw Mahomes can make. He's just not as athletic or as fast.
Their defense is so bad.
That's an understatement.
Of course, got to the playoffs 3 times in those 12 years, 0-3.
I'll be proud of him this year. I hope he gets a ring. I wish him the best.
Stafford on a boot. Oh, he's got a man.
He ain't missing that throw.
They didn't touch him. He ain't down.
Matt Stafford.
Touchdown.
That's his.
They didn't touch him. He got Justin Jefferson, got back up. Well, not Justin Jefferson.
This is going to be bad.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get touched. That's a touchdown all day.
There were questions. Could Matthew Stafford play on the run, play this bootleg game? He comes rolling out.
And the Bears are a good defense.
And that is a
The
dog.
other way.
You can't put that ball nowhere.
The Bears are a very good defense, okay?
This offense early and often.
Stafford would know. He's played the Bears a million times. Did they touch him? Nope.
The Bears, the big run back, the long run by Montgomery.
happy.
Looks like they're
I'm
going
actually
in.
happy
The
with
Rams
that.
getting on the pick. Look at Aaron.
Damn.
I'm happier now than when Pittsburgh won, Dale. That's sad.
Jared Goff couldn't have done that.
You know that team's out right now. They about to blow Chicago.
I hope they put up a lot of points.
I kind of
It is
said,
back to
yeah.
Deshaun Gibson. Ran by
They get it out.
getting out for the extra point.
Extra point. 7-0 Rams.
Go Rams.
24 seconds.
I don't care who wins this game, but go Rams. I just like Matt.
I like Stafford a lot.
Stafford.
This will be me when Matt Ryan's playing for the 49ers or something. I'll be like, you go, Matt Ryan. Show everybody.
How proud would you be if you was a Detroit fan and Matt Stafford went to LA? I'd be proud as a fan.
I'd be
wouldn't
happy for him.
upset.
I said
wouldn't
that
be
if
upset.
they were talking about when the Falcons hired their new GM and stuff, they said they're taking a look at like Matt's contract and Julio's. It might move off of both of them. And I was like, if Matt goes somewhere, good for him. Like, I don't care.
It depends on where.
Yeah.
I don't want him in a worse situation. I don't want no quarterback I like to go to Houston. Right
If I woke up tomorrow and Matt Ryan traded to Houston, I'd be like, oh.
I would honestly feel really bad.
Yeah. So if Matt Ryan goes anywhere, I'd
He's
be like,
white, so they would really like him there, but still, I wouldn't. They just don't have a good team.
the stat Padford era is off to a good start.
Was he 2 for 2 for 70 yards and a touchdown?
Yeah, 2 for 2, 74 and a touchdown.
Nice.
Justin Fields is better than Andy Dalton so far.
I'd like to see him run one drive. I know. I mean, I kind of figured he's better than Andy, but I want to see what he's got.
They might get so far behind, they might pull the thing that Green Bay did with Rodgers and say, fuck it, Fields, you go out there and we'll pretend that we care about keeping Andy Dalton healthy. This was the only thing I was looking forward to in this game, was seeing Stafford with a good team.
I said it once, I'll say it again. It's not 32 guys out there that's better than me, bruh. Cam Newton.
I agree. There are not 32 quarterbacks better than Cam Newton, but I do think he's a little washed. I think his shoulder ain't been right since T.J. Watt hit him. That's what did it.
Trevor Lawrence, first regular season loss in his life, first 3 interception game of his life. Welcome to the NFL.
Cam Newton's career completely changed when T.J. Watt hit him in the shoulder. It was like
Everybody
right here.
says it's that fumble. Everybody blames
They
it
can
on
blame
that
it.
fumble.
No, because before T.J. hit him, Cam was playing just as good as he did his MVP year when they started that season. That was 2018. He was playing. They beat New England in New England. They came
I
back
remember
from
that
being
because
down.
They were like the one team that owned New England.
They lost one game early in the year. Guess which one it was?
Falcons.
Yeah, they lost to the Falcons. But Cam was still playing like he did his MVP year, and then he got smacked by T.J. Watt, and he ain't been able to throw right ever since. His throwing motion was always ugly, but ever since his shoulder got fucked up by T.J. Watt, it ain't been the same. That was the turning point.
I want to see a quick turnover. I want to see Matt Stafford. I just want the Rams offense all day. I want to see Stafford.
Yeah, it's fucking Andy Dalton, Matt Stafford. Who you want to see? At least the Bears have Allen Robinson and a good returner.
Well, they don't have that.
They're gonna have to score in the return game.
Obviously a huge moment for Matthew Stafford coming out and not only proving, yes, indeed, he can do this stretch bootleg type of play. But the first press,
Matt Stafford can make any throw from any angle.
bank on this one.
put it on the
You realize how many insane games I watched the Lions and Falcons play against each other? That's like a low-key great rivalry that nobody talks
I
about.
remember it was like the 24, 23 games.
Yeah.
Like that.
The Falcons and Lions
The time ran out. Or,
had so many crazy games together that nobody remembers. And they go hand off to Montgomery, who breaks another big run. First down, gain of 14. Run it with him.
Opening drive had the 41-yard run. It's good for 13. The first down.
Yeah, Montgomery's really picking up right where he left off a season ago. He was red hot at the end of the season, and they won 3 out of 4, so they're hoping to get back to some.
They played a close game against the Packers late last year, actually.
To see what they're trying to do. They want
But NBC wanted to air Washington versus Philly last game of the year. You saw how fucking fun that game was.
to get there.
The big number 99.
Uh-oh, Dalton's throwing. Look out. Allen Robinson. Somebody get that man a quarterback. Allen Robinson is one of the best receivers in the NFL, but he's never had a quarterback worth a shit. He went from Blake Bortles to Mitch Trubisky to Nick Foles to Andy fucking Dalton. Come on, man. Yeah.
Brandon Staley was here 1 year. He did such a great job. The Chargers hired him.
Falcons defensive coordinator from last year, Raheem Moore, and interim head coach.
2nd and 5. Quick throw over the middle, and that's caught and into Rams territory. Goes Cole Kmet.
Bears are moving again.
And Jimmy Graham, Jesse James, and this guy, and they think he's a budding star.
you think Chicago is better than this part?
No.
Trying to do the right thing, right? He was out
That's a
in
tough
Kansas
one
City.
for me.
And his ass should have been fired.
Him sit behind Alex Smith for a whole year.
That
He
crybaby.
knows what he
Oh, but they
has.
made the playoffs. They were 8-8.
Justin Fields going to be the quarterback.
Can't go that
They're
next
just
this
trying to
year.
get him ready for that.
Yeah, that's good, I guess.
Their mind
Regular
up.
season game.
Oh!
That should have been a
Should have been
pick.
picked.
Yeah.
It was a little, might have been behind Allen Robinson, and it was almost picked.
Second down and 10.
I wish it was.
Fucking ginger mustache over there.
You got a couple
I'm tripping on Andy Dalton's mustache. I'm sorry.
and Jason Peters on the left side. We have 2
Jason Peters is a fucking stud. God damn!
Jason Peters straight. Okay, yeah.
That's Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald put him on his ass with one arm. Did you see him, Khalil Mack hip toss that lineman from Tampa last year? That reminded me of that. Second 10, they go run right into Aaron Donald, so of course it goes nowhere.
Montgomery stopped at the
3rd and 8.
The Rams last year, we're talking about Staley getting the Charger job. One of the reasons was last season.
Get Stafford back on the field, man.
In points per game allowed, 18 and a half. Number 1 in yards per game.
They have a worse defense.
So Wade Phillips had been here. They bring in Staley. He gets the head job with the Chargers, and now Raheem Morris, who was the interim coach in Atlanta last year.
Let's talk about last year's Falcons, please.
They're going to put Aaron Donald out over Jason Peters one more time on the defensive right side.
Let's see Aaron Donald over here. Dalton got the ball out so fast, but Damian Williams couldn't make Jalen Ramsey miss. Jalen's making good plays.
All right, Matt Stafford.
Tackling motherfuckers.
Go for this one.
Ooh, their Bears are going to go for it.
I think they've seen quite enough of this Rams offense already. And
Who's trying to panic and go for it on 4th and 3 in the first quarter just because they're like, oh shit.
I don't give a shit. I hope they don't get it. Matt
on the
Stafford gets
offensive
the
side,
ball
and
back.
really some of those short, quick
I want to
throws
see Matt
have
go
been
for
there.
500
So
yards.
4th down and 4.
Okay. 4th and 4 from the LA 41. Damian Williams is the running back.
4 outside receivers.
Here comes a blitz. Dalton gets the ball out. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted. Boy, there are some balls getting knocked up in the air and hanging there.
Robinson, the 2 former
Well,
teammates.
good thing is, hot stop.
Turnover on downs.
Stafford gets the
And the
ball.
Rams will get the ball at their own 40.
Too many balls getting knocked up in the air. That's bad.
They don't want Stat Padford to throw for 500 on them, so.
7-0 Rams. Yeah. I don't agree with going for it there, honestly. It's fucking 7. It's the first quarter. Punt and pin them deep. You're the Bears. You play defense. That's
I
what
don't
you
give a
do.
shit what they do. They're stupid.
Yeah.
That team is absolutely.
Matt Nagy's a fucking tool. He should have been fired after last year. I made the joke in the playoffs, right? I said, I think Matt Nagy's going to get fired. And then if you remember, the Saints were up on him. and the Bears score a touchdown with no time left to only be down by 18, but the game is over. And I said, look, because they scored that stupid garbage time touchdown, the Bears ownership is going to bring them back next year. Sure enough, it's like, we're sticking with Matt Nagy. We made the playoffs. It's like you made the playoffs because fucking Kyler Murray and the Cardinals choked.
How the Bitch Stole My Ride, a book by Matty D.
I don't know if y'all know this, but it's fucking hot in here.
Oh shit, now look. Hard Rock Stadium, look at this cat.
Oh, I saw that yesterday. They caught him, though.
Oh shit.
Thank God they caught him. Guys, in my stream, if my fan blows in the mic, please let me know. I don't think it's gonna. I got it turned away so it shouldn't blow into the mic. But I know what that sounds like if it does. It's so hot in here, I had to turn my fan off.
Oh my god, they got a DJ. And he's playing that. Really?
And the Rams making the most of an early 7-0 to start from the
There's pressure from Floyd. Look at that sidearm throw. That was just good to get that away. Cooper Kupp got crushed, and only for a gain of 1. He's probably watching this. How could you not? I heard Sam Darnold say today when he looked over at the Jets bench, he was like, damn, am I supposed to be over there? And I didn't know the Rams signed Deshaun Jackson. God. Stafford's dealing. He just hit Deshaun Jackson to the Bears 40. I really didn't know they had Deshaun Jackson.
I didn't know it just happened.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Matt Stafford and Deshaun Jackson, I never thought
No, Michael, I didn't catch that during commercial.
No, I'll tell you, 8 years ago, Matt Stafford went over for Deshaun Jackson for the LA Rams.
The LA Rams, you're funny.
Matt Stafford on the LA Rams. Did you mean the St. Louis Rams?
What parallel universe did you walk in from? Oh! Accidental quarterback draw and a cheap shot from Roquan Smith. A little bit of a cheap shot. He was sliding 1 yard. If I'm them, I'd lose my breath every time Stafford takes off running. They need him healthy. And he has a history of injuries. University of North Carolina. Ugh. As long as the protection holds up. Yeah. Cooper Kupp's getting hit hard. 3rd and 5.
When's he gonna miss it?
You almost never saw Khalil Mack being attacked at all. Rob Havenstein over there has got the duty of trying to slow down.
You know, his jersey says Havenstein, but I thought it said Weinstein for a second.
It was sort of comical. If they ran left. If they bootlegged after that. Whatever they did, it was to get away from number.
Pass happy Rams. They lost Cam Akers in the preseason due to injury. They traded for Sony Michel. False start. Wow, they didn't call it. Stafford's going deep. Overthrows. Well covered, but I think they got away with a false start, so take the field goal. Good.
Akeem Hicks Hicks is one of the guys they're really excited about on this Bears defensive line. He's in a contract year. See him split right between the center and the guard and get some of that pressure on the inside. And
Keem Hicks is a monster, too.
back to where he has been in the past.
Every year, these same players keep coming back for the Bears. I'm like, how are they not winning more on defense? I know their offense is usually pretty bad, but damn. It's good. 10-0 Rams.
Good from 65.
My back hurts, in case you didn't know.
Gay 1 for 1, straight 0 for 1.
Gay.
Oh, man.
I wish my last name was Gay. You realize how much fun I would have with that? When I was younger, I'd have been all sad and upset because people would bully me, but now I would think it was the greatest thing ever. That my last name was Gay.
The Rams are looking like that good team that blows out bad teams like the Bears.
Those are the teams that are dangerous. I remember,
Yeah.
and I'll talk about our Super Bowl team any chance I get, but when the Falcons went to the Super Bowl, for like a month straight, blew out Tampa Bay, blew out Carolina, blew out the Rams, blew out the 49ers, blew out the Saints, and then they blew out the Seahawks and Packers in the playoffs. Like, god damn. Like, when we blew out the Niners and Rams, they were really bad that year. The Rams were like 4-11-1, and the Niners were 2-14. Oh, big deal, you beat the Rams. I'm like, yeah, but we beat the brakes off these motherfuckers like we should.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Yeah.
it's only 10-0 first quarter, but damn.
Teams that fucking destroy bad teams should be taken very seriously. That's what's so frustrating about Pittsburgh.
We can't put the 49ers in that conversation today.
Pittsburgh will play fucking Cincinnati and be in the game of their life.
Dude, don't go big.
What about that time y'all lost? We beat the Buccaneers 56-14. The Bucks ultimately went 2-14, but they beat Pittsburgh the next week after we beat them by like 42.
But you know what my favorite thing was? No matter what, when we lost to a bad team, it was never Cleveland. It was
Only when Ben
never
was hurt.
Cleveland.
Only when Ben was hurt. Because it's like Ben's numbers and record against the Browns
Dude,
is
we
insane.
could lose against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And their one win in the whole season. And
Jacksonville,
fucking-
Oakland, San Diego,
And then
Denver.
play Cleveland and beat the brakes off of Cleveland. And we're like, well, at least we didn't lose to Cleveland.
Teams the Steelers own: Cincinnati, the Chiefs, the Browns. Although that Chiefs has probably changed now. Y'all haven't played much recently, but I know the last
Teams who
couple
own
times.
Pittsburgh.
Teams who own Pittsburgh: the Raiders,
The Patriots.
the Patriots, the fucking Patriots. God, yeah.
Dude,
No matter what, it seems. Patriots and the Raiders and the Jaguars really stand out to me.
the
Atlanta,
Jets are close.
Atlanta.
The Jets are close.
Philadelphia. Fucking Philly owns us. Like, they kick our ass every time, no matter what. Philadelphia, New England, even though we only play them like once every 4 years. And really nobody in the NFC that I'm like, God damn it, except for the Saints, but that's a rivalry, so.
Yeah.
Really, it's just Philadelphia that I'm
I'm
always
curious
thinking about.
about the Saints. I'm honestly kind of curious.
Also
About
summer
them.
and winter Paralympic star.
I think they're going to give Tampa shit.
I want to see them after like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
It's way too early.
In Beijing this winter. Meanwhile, the Olympics will be held here 2028. Several events in this stadium.
Bears receivers got to settle down. Allen Robinson was the one that was tipping up some passes there.
To be here with the Rams, and he said one of the great things I get to do is I get to play against our defense, the number one defense.
I told you last year, those Rams uniforms look like creative team uniforms. Rams on the chest with the most generic fucking number font that looks like it doesn't belong on an NFL jersey.
The 99 Madden Club.
They went into creative to create a team on Madden and came up with this shit.
Matt Stafford on the offense.
And why would you change your uniforms? Their throwback uniforms were beautiful. Just wear those.
Traded for Ramsey a couple of years ago.
Toss to Damian Williams. Nowhere to go.
That was Steve Sarkisian.
That was his favorite play, toss sweep. That's what we ran all the time with him.
Ramsey is there to stop him. It's a loss of 3, second down and 13.
We saw our fair share of now the new one with Arthur Smith. If today's game is anything to go by, it's a run on 3rd and long. Literally just a straight handoff on 3rd and long. That's the new Falcons play.
Person I ever trusted with that was Ray Rice.
Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb.
You think you've got a crackback block. You think a guard is going to take him out in white here. And there he is right in the middle of the action. So they have brought him down much closer to the line of scrimmage scrimmage, and they're not playing him out wide very much anymore.
Oh, boy. Another tip pass, but it was caught. And he shakes off a tackle. Nice first down. They're going to get a horse collar. It's going to be 15 yards on top of that. If that flag is what I think it's for.
London back in 2012, former 49ers. The moment a gain of 19, Brad Allen will make a second goal.
Face mask. Big play for the Bears.
Here comes Fields. He comes back in
Justin
the game.
Fields back in the game.
Was in for one play on the opening drive.
If I'm Andy Dalton, I'm going.
9 yards.
Might be what he's doing. He might be like, man, I'm tired of
Or that time the Dolphins had Jay Cutler line up in the Wildcat, and he literally just went.
I hope this ain't the Bears playing this year. They're just two different
Leave
quarterbacks.
somebody on the end of the line of scrimmage
Andy Dalton
unblocked
and
and let
Justin
him
Fields
read
can
that
cut
player.
so much.
And if he dives down towards the running back, Fields can run.
Mooney in motion, and he flips it back to Bingley. And the sprint
Jalen fucking Ramsey, dude. He's like a linebacker with the speed to play corner. Because he's corner, but he's like a linebacker.
at second down and 12.
No corner in the league plays like Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey, they want to get him in the action.
Smart man. He got the fuck out of Jacksonville early in his career. He didn't hang around like a lot of players do with shit teams and just stay there. Nah, he got the fuck out.
And now he can take care of people with his physical presence as well.
Second down
Wow,
and 12.
8 total plays.
Bears need to keep it simple. They're getting beat bad when they try those little sweeps and reverses and shit like that.
Like that.
Shit like that. Keep it simple. There's Jalen Ramsey again. Two of the best, top 10 best players in the NFL on the same defense.
Let's go to Michelle.
That's exactly what he told me, Al. He loves playing all over the field. He hopes that
He looks like he knows exactly what they're about to do next.
He told me in the past I actually struggled with being bored on the outside. I could get
I didn't know Paul Mooney came back from the dead to play wide receiver for the Bears.
challenges me to stay engaged the
Well, he's
entire
looking
game.
just as bad.
Myself and my teammates and making our plays. He said it's the most fun he's ever had in his career.
Sure reminds me of, Deion Sanders used to get bored because nobody would throw it his way.
Dion wouldn't tackle like Jalen Ramsey does. Oof. Go for it. You went for it earlier. Go for it again. It's going to be 4th and 3 here.
Look at him. They're like,
Yeah, go for it. I'm good with that now because you're down by 10.
But they needed 14 and picked up about 10.
It was
Go for it again.
give Matt Stafford the ball.
Another 4th down attempt for the Bears coming up.
Mooney had beaten Ramsey on some double moves in their game a season ago.
Dalton's been really patient
But at least so far,
and going through his progressions.
in the pocket.
So he's actually not doing a bad job. He's made one bad throw.
When they don't do nothing, when they don't do a stupid play,
Yeah. Like I said, keep it simple.
watch that. If they're going to do it right here.
Don't throw this swing pass. Don't throw that. Stop. Strip sack. Strip sack. Rams ball. Oh, they say, yeah. I thought they were going to call it incomplete. That was a strip sack.
We're going to take a guess on whether it's there or not.
Hollins. Oh, well.
I think the fear is starting to come true that this offensive
Just
line
players
did
still.
not play very much together.
Still got to play.
Jason Peters wasn't sure if he's supposed to take the inside guy or he
I ain't
was
used to seeing
supposed
Jason
take
Peters
Hollins
look that
around the
bad.
outside, gave Hollins a free run, and Andy Dalton paid
Hashtag Jason Peters washed because that's his fault that that fumble happened.
question that ball was out.
Didn't matter one way or another. Once it dropped to the ground, it's confirmed as for the officials.
And the Bears have turned it over twice and turned it over on downs once.
Darrell Henderson is now the running back.
Sometimes an ass whooping's fun to watch.
Wow, still.
Oh, blockers. An ass whooping is fun to watch when the team wins and just has an explosive offense. They're going up and down the field like the Rams are right now.
I don't know. I hated the Rams when Jared Goff played for them, and now I'm like,
I liked them, but I was like, that idiot's holding them
now I'm
back.
like, okay.
Yeah.
I can tolerate him now.
I always liked him, but I knew he was holding them back.
Matt Stafford was definitely
But Chuck Pagano decided to retire and decide gets the
It's got to feel good to do it against the Bears, too. He spent his whole career playing these fuckers.
There's a number of degrees.
Wonder if Stafford's going to miss playing on Thanksgiving.
In India, in a sense to the DC role against this Ram machine. On the move again.
That should end the first quarter, 10-0 Rams.
The SoFi Stadium, it's still light outside. It's a canopied roof here, translucent. A lot of light on the field. There it is. They're going to play the Super Bowl here, and the first half of that game should be played on February 13th in sunlight. Second and 8, and they come to the line, and that's the end of it.
Where was Tony Romo to tell you they weren't going to snap that ball there?
Sunday Night Football continues after these.
Seriously, though, when the schedule came out, I said, who the fuck picked this as the first Sunday night game? I could have told you this was going to happen. Who the fuck made this schedule? Have you seen the process of how they make the NFL schedule? The computer does it, and they pick the schedule that they like from all the different combinations that the computer comes up with.
Dallas Cowboys almost beat Tom Brady champions 2020.
Hang the banner in fucking Dallas Stadium or whatever. Almost beat Tom Brady. September 9th, 2021.
That Veronica Vaughn is one piece of
Hot
ace.
piece of ace. I know from experience, you know what I mean? No, you don't.
Ouch.
And he
Well,
goes,
This what this game's gonna turn out to be.
wouldn't you love to see a 70-point ass whooping in the NFL just once? There's a couple times that we could have done it. When we were up 56-0 on Tampa Bay early in the third quarter of a game, and we pulled Matt Ryan, Julio, and Devin Hester and all our guys out. And I was like, damn. It's like, I want to see 70, boy. We could have got to 70 that night. We got up 56-0 on Tampa Bay one time. That was the Mike Glennon, Lovie Smith Buccaneers, who then beat the Steelers the next week.
Jameis Winston watching Aaron Rodgers play like Jameis Winston.
I love that meme.
What the fuck is he doing?
So they kept sharing that during that Saints-Bucks playoff game because Brady was playing like shit and Breeze was even worse, and it just like Jameis Winston standing over there like he's like, I got replaced by him and they won't let me on the field because of this guy, but they're both playing like shit. Jameis threw a 50-yard touchdown pass in that playoff game because they ran a play where they had Jameis pretend he was going to run it. And I was like, put him in. If the Saints had put Jameis in, they would have beat Tampa Bay. Tampa only won that game because Drew Brees is playing with a torn rotator cuff and a foot injury. I was screaming. And I hate the Saints, but I finally started cheering for them in the second half, going, put Jameis in. I cannot stand this Tampa Bay bullshit. Because I knew it was bullshit. Bears fans are secretly hoping that old woman kills over soon. Virginia McCaskey. She's still alive.
I wonder if she's thinking about Justin Fields.
She's probably thinking about, like, what's her name?
Thinking about Matt Stafford.
And where is she? This doesn't look like the L.A. Coliseum. Robert Woods running the ball. All these New Jersey numbers. Robert Woods is wearing number 2 now. He was 17. Now he's wearing number 2. Thank you, number 2. I'm with Brady. I don't like these New Jersey numbers. Do you?
I think you have to be a top 100 NFL player.
3rd and 1. They go run, and the Bears blow it
Go
up.
for it. Fuck it. You own them. Go for it.
Go for it.
Let Matt throw the ball.
That was a nice play by the Bears defensive line.
But can't throw the ball.
Go for it. I ain't worried about Andy Dalton beating me. I don't care if he starts at the 50. I'm going to play this Madden style. If it's 4th and 4 or shorter, I go for it.
This is the only time you'll ever hear me say
Yeah, the Bears beat Tampa last year. That's how good their defense is. Their defense won that game. They made Brady look like a fool.
Some of the power on this team because of
I remember that game. It was a Thursday game. Play clock ran down. Timeout. Now still go for it. I'd still go for it. Don't puss out.
Matthew Stafford. So he was
Stat Padford.
back in 2009. Played in Georgia, grew up in Texas. Picked by Detroit, 4,000 yards or more.
Oh, man.
This is what it would look like if Matt Ryan was
Yeah.
But he's 8-65 against teams.
You know, he and Matt Ryan are like best friends. Ain't that weird?
They're very similar.
Yeah. Stafford's got a better arm, probably more athletic, but they are so similar.
Second highest for a quarterback with one game. In other words,
And they're like best friends.
being helped.
I heard Matt Ryan talk about it. He's like, he hates that Stafford's like staying in LA right now. He can't hang out with him. It's his buddy.
Running game in Detroit, they did have Calvin
Should still play for the Chargers. I'll trust with Justin Herbert.
I love Justin Herbert. I would take Justin Herbert any day.
Trade Matt Ryan for him.
Yes.
Do it.
Now the Chargers would never do that, but
Trade Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley.
4th and 1, play action,
Yes.
rolling to his right,
Throw the ball.
and he makes the play to Jefferson.
Not surprised.
That was a risky play because that was a slow developing play. When you're on that 4th and 1, you want it to happen quick, but because the longer he's there, I'm like, is this gonna fucking work?
Yeah, it's a big conversion, no doubt about it. But for Matthew Stafford on some of these bootleg plays, he really needs to put more pressure on the defense by attacking straight down as if he's going to run the football, because then people start to drop coverage. You can see him just sort of drift out to the right. He's not a natural runner.
That corner there should have been able to make a play on that.
7
It's
of
one of the
8.
things they've been working hard with
They're
him.
criticizing him.
Attack it just a little bit more.
They're criticizing him. I cannot believe it.
Here comes Khalil Mack. Oh, missed tackle.
Touchdown. Touchdown.
Down to the 3. 1st and goal. 1 missed tackle was all it took.
Takes it down to first and goal.
Of course, their big play running back.
I wonder how happy Sean McVay is. He's like, hey, this guy really is good.
You know the story of how Stafford wound up with the Rams? I'll tell you after this play. Because it's really funny. They talked about it today.
With the running game as well. They've got Sony Michel, but he hasn't been in camp very long.
Let it throw it.
Absolutely. Michelle, yes.
Play action, roll out, and lay out.
At some point tonight, first down and goal now from the 2.
Draw.
To the outside. Henderson.
So everybody knew that Stafford had been cleared by the Lions. You can look for a trade. Tell us and we'll trade you where you want to go. And Stafford went on vacation with his wife to Cabo, and guess who literally just so happened to be there? Sean McVay and his wife. And they just happened to be staying at the same hotel, and they said they got together and talked. It was like, I want to play for you. It was like, I want you to play for me. Let's make it happen. And they like immediately went home. It was like, hey, Detroit, we know where we want him to go. They just happened to run into each other, and McVay was like, I want you.
Has been in that slot position. Those guys watch film every single morning to go to Matthew Stafford. See if they
That was nice of Detroit to say, you know what, wherever you want to go, we'll send you.
They know. There it is.
Oh, the Ravens did that with Flacco. They were like, wherever you want to go, we'll send you.
Clearly nobody home, and it's third
And
down.
I'm sure the Falcons would do the same for Matt Ryan. Yeah, the Falcons would do that with Matt Ryan too. They'd be like, where do you want to go?
a lot of
They
traffic
just
in
tell
there.
Ben, yeah,
They're
you're the
just
starter.
trying to sit right on that
It-
goal
it's-
line.
don't do like Belichick. I'm gonna trade Gronk to the Lions, and then Gronk threatened to retire when Belichick was gonna trade him to the Lions, and then he retired the year after, and then came back with the Bucks. Obviously,
Run game in the red zone, but not here.
Belichick traded fucking Jamie Collins to the Browns. 3rd and goal from the 3. Oh boy, Khalil Mack. Oh, he had Woods. He missed him. Stafford had Robert Woods, and he missed him.
So the Bears are able
Kick the
to
field goal.
stiffen. At this point, down already
McVay's thinking about it, but kick the field goal.
the Rams settle for a field goal attempt.
Good pressure that time by Khalil.
Khalil Mack broke that play up.
Now what they need is
That's a couple of times now I've seen Mack flash in front of Stafford.
inside. So if Mack's going to make Matthew Stafford step up like that, those inside rushers have to finish that sack.
Matt Gay,
Gay.
former Tampa Bay Buck, made a 53-yarder earlier. This one 22.
13-0 Rams.
11:39 remaining in the opening half, and the Rams are on top at home, 13-7.
Well, oh well, I was gonna say you come back. Fuck it, we're going to the race Saturday. Of course you are.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when we should probably leave. I'll type in. I'll get Bristol on my GPS and see how exactly far it is from here, and we'll figure
I'll
out.
leave a little bit early.
We'll get down there super early so we can eat and do whatever. Go look at fucking diecast and
Walk around, see what things
risk spending fucking money I shouldn't spend, but yeah.
Well,
I'll see you.
I see.
And Dylan's gone home. So it's just us now to watch this interesting game. I'm not going to say it's bad. You know, it's not been blown wide open. It's only a 2-score game. But if you're a Bears fan, you just got... It was almost like the Falcons game. It was just, you know, shaking your head the whole time going, God, I'm seeing a lot of the same problems. Like nothing's changed. And I think Bears fans are dealing with that on offense right now. It's like, damn, it's the same shit. Nothing has changed. I'll be right back. I have no idea why a team like the Bears were given such a prominent game on opening day.
We had somebody else on beforehand. Close.
Yeah, well, they have photographic memories. They have an advantage of it. Yeah.
4 young kids, loving Southern California.
Amazing story. We'll get into it later, but you talk about a family that has perspective now after some of the things they've been in.
Touchback. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Take a look at this. Active first-round quarterbacks drafted before this year, 29. And only 3 of them played 5 or fewer games in their rookie season to start. Mahomes started 1 time. Rodgers 0. He's a Favre. Love 0 because of Aaron Rodgers. Love did get in today as the Packers got routed by New Orleans. There's Justin Fields awaiting his turn.
1st and 10. Jalen Ramsey swallowed up the running back and into another pile of defenders.
Who studied under Alex Smith. Rodgers, of course, couldn't get in for 3 years because of Brett Favre, and they had Love in there. So this is a little bit of what's going on with Chicago right now.
And the bottom line is they have to do whatever they think is in the best interest of Justin Fields. They might have one of those Patrick Mahomes kind of quarterbacks. We don't know. We don't know exactly what he's going to be. But if you watch him at all in college, you know he is a phenomenal talent. Now,
I think the cries for Justin Fields are going to be loud after this game, no matter how Dalton plays. And I don't think Dalton's played that bad. He made another nice throw there for a first down. Dalton can play well, but if he doesn't play exceptional, people are going to be begging for Justin Fields. The fans want Fields no matter what. And oh yeah, Big Dick Nick is a healthy scratch standing over there on the sideline. He never got traded because nobody fucking wants Nick Foles, and I can't blame them. Dalton with another nice throw for a gain of 7. Dalton is making really good decisions here, making nice throws.
when they don't know what they're seeing out there, and they don't know what real defenses look like in the NFL, what do? They take off and run. And certainly that's a viable option for Justin Fields. He's a phenomenal guy. He runs 4.4, and yes, he can run. What you want him to do is learn how to dump the ball off. This is a 17-game season now. You do not want your star quarterback and hopefully your franchise quarterback running all that much for that long a season. So as he learns what to do in the passing game, how to check it down, how to get it out of his hand.
Got to be 3rd and inches here.
Doing that, he is going to get better and better, and then he can always run in those key 3rd and 4th down situations, goal line, whatever. They are just trying to take their time, do not only what's in the best interest of Justin Fields, but do what's in the best interest of the Chicago Bears franchise that has been waiting forever for a guy like that to come along.
You know, Montgomery's just ran for a first down with 9 minutes to go in the half. Now, Damian Williams is in the game.
They gave him the first down. I thought he was a little short. Damian Williams just eluded about half the Rams defense to get about 5 yards.
Second down and 5. Fields has shown a lot of maturity, too. He knows that the crowd wants him, the fans want him. But Andy was getting booed by the fans. He said the fans are awesome. Also have to realize Andy's a human being. And disrespectful and cheering my name out like that. Cheer him on, you know. That's not something Andy played better. My advice to them, just cheer whoever's on the field.
And remember, when they got Andy Dalton, they had no idea they were going to be able to get one of those quarterbacks in the draft this year. They were down in the 20s with their draft position. It really just fell perfectly.
Fake the draw, throw it short. Sets up 3rd and 2.
Talking to Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator of the Rams, and I said, are you nervous having to go out and defend the #1 defense and all that goes with it? They were so good a season ago. He said, when you have players, you don't get nervous. You just let those guys go play. So far, Jalen Ramsey's had 2.5 tackles for losses, so he has put him in position to attack. And you can see that Ramsey just loves it.
Ooh, good throw by Dalton, but Allen Robinson couldn't hang on long for the Rams was there to break it up. They're talking about maybe there should have been a flag here to give the Bears a first. Nah, that's a good play. Well, not fucking slow-mo angle. It's a bang-bang play, as they say.
Twice on 4th down and failed both times. So now Nagy's going to send in the punt group. Hunter is Patrick O'Donnell. Cooper Kupp is back to receive.
Cooper Kupp is the punt returner.
Goes down punt. Kupp makes the fair catch at the 11-yard line. And a look on this.
I will be right back. I'm thirsty. See, what sucks is working after NFL Sunday, but it really sucks working after NFL Sunday when the last game is a stinker like this one. But the Rams are fun to watch. I do enjoy watching the Rams. Finally going to get to see Matt Stafford in more primetime games this year. There's my remote. I got so many remotes in here now.
And Aaron Donald, and how dominant have they been at the same time? Look at these numbers. Total pressures, 1, 2 sacks. Donald first. Mack over there, 7th. Forced fumbles. Just right at the top of the list. And it was interesting talking to Sean McVay about the whole thing. They were so concerned about where Khalil Mack was going to line up. They thought he was going to be all over the field, but really so far he's just basically been in a
Screen to Higbee. No blocks set up. They have one block, and the guy whiffed, and Deshaun Gibson makes a nice tackle. Bears defense is going to work hard to keep the Bears in this game.
They're going to try and play a few games right now with Khalil Mack. There's Andy Dalton over on the bench, and the hope was that that offense was going to explode here in the first half of this game, and it is not. But they did that time with Khalil Mack, use a little stunt to bring him back inside, so maybe a few more games.
The Bears have shown flashes on defense of how good they can be here. I think they're getting better as the game goes on. I'm sure I just jinxed them, but I'm going to stand by that. Rams threw a lot of interesting wrinkles at him early. Stafford's got time, and he gets swallowed up by Akeem Hicks. Sack on Stafford, Roquan Smith, and Akeem Hicks. 3rd and long, deep in their own territory now. Yeah, like I said, the Bears defense is heating up now. They're comfortable. They've gotten a look at the Rams. They're too talented to really get blown off the field defensively.
And ultimately get the pressure and get the sack. So now the Chicago Bears defense starting to apply a little pressure as well, bringing Roquan Smith on the blitz right there.
Good decision by the Bears to punt on that 4th and 2
Right here.
because their defense is paying it off for them. And the play clock's run down on the Rams. They reset it. Looked like it had run down. Never mind. Delay of game. Backs the Rams up even further.
That only cost them about a yard and a half or so.
It was bizarre. I don't know exactly what the delay was there.
Well, they got sacked, and then it took a while for them to get back up.
Rams in their own end zone. You'd love to see the Bears get aggressive here, but no, they get a little swing pass out to Robert Woods. Buys them some yardage for the punt, but it's 4th down.
The ball's out to the 9-yard line, giving Johnny Hecker some space to punt.
Man, did you see Roquan Smith flying out of there? Watch him just rip over here in this direction. Now he's in open space with one of the best athletes around on this Rams team, and no issues whatsoever.
Johnny Hecker, 10 years in the league, was undrafted. He has been tremendous for most of his career, especially against the
Johnny Hecker for the brand. Pretty good punt. Not his best, but pretty good.
Webster.
Bears will start at the 46.
He's back to about the 46. So the Bears have decent field.
They had a fight about to break out here.
SoFi Stadium in England, 13-0.
Boop, 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 boop. Their music choice is always terrible. Stretching my legs. I've been sitting in this chair all damn day, so every commercial I'm getting up and stretching my legs. Boy, I streamed a lot today. I just love watching football and talking to myself. This gives me the opportunity to do so. That's the game sound. Let me check my levels. Seems good enough to me.
So many unique features in this stadium. You've got the roof, but it's also open on the side, so you've got the breeze coming in from the Pacific just a couple of miles away. Natural air conditioning, and you're protected from the elements. The roof only costs about another $1 billion. But what's a billion? 5.5, right?
Later, you're talking about real money, right?
Exactly. From the 45.
Play action, and Dalton's under pressure immediately, but he makes a nice throw. Gain of 8. Dalton's getting these tight ends involved.
Close to a first down. The 45-yard line, it is a first.
Damn, they gave him the first? I thought he was like a yard and a half short at least.
In the final 5 games, and they think that he is the most complete player and tight end that they've had in a while. Of course, Jimmy Graham out there, very good in the red zone. But Komet is the one they're really hoping takes that big step this year.
Hey, Oz. They missed the tackle on Montgomery, who gets a first down.
So Montgomery last year was 5th in the league in yards from scrimmage. He would catch the ball as well, had over 1,000 rushing, and off to a great start tonight, 71 yards on the ground.
Kind of like what Cody White here does here. He's just going to sit and figure out what Aaron Donald's going to do, and then almost block him late. Let Donald go ahead and get up the field and get just enough of a push on him to create that running lane. So good patience that time by Cody White here, because trying to figure out where Aaron Donald's going to go is tough.
Back-to-back 10-yard gains. First down at the Rams 35-yard line.
Oh. Well, Montgomery shrugged off that tackle. That should have been blown up for a loss. I like this Montgomery guy.
Sebastian Joseph Day just had him right in his sights, but David Montgomery refused to go down. We saw that quite a bit, not so much his rookie year, but then in years after that, in last year, what you saw was a guy that just refused to go down, and that was his trademark coming out of college.
At the school of Iowa State, picked in the 3rd round in 19.
Damn, what a blitz pickup on the edge. Did you see that? The Rams brought a corner blitz, and the guy got leveled. And Allen Robinson gets a first down. Show me that blitz pickup.
Jason Peters just saved.
Yeah, Jason Peters here.
Watch him jump out
I couldn't tell who it was at first.
Have a blitz coming off the edge. Peters
Bap!
sees it late and whacks Taylor right.
Christian.
If he doesn't, Dalton was going to be the one taking the whack.
Bears trying to take advantage of that good field position after pinning the Rams deep.
Bears have moved the ball at times today. They just got to finish a damn drive. Get any points whatsoever here.
That should take us down to
2-minute warning.
the 2-minute warning. And indeed it does. 2 minutes to halftime. 13-0. Los Angeles.
Ozzy, my kitty. He's like, why have you been sitting here all day? He's probably confused. He's like, why have you been sitting here? He's like, all you do is talk. It's like, I know. Trust me, I don't get paid for it, but with the way I feel right now, I feel like I should. Oh, Mr. Ozzy. I woke up early today, but I slept good last night, so it didn't even really affect me. I woke up at like 8. I was worried I'd wake up at 6 or something, or earlier than that. But I feel great. I'm just tired from talking. It's tough doing 3 games in one. We're not always going to do 3 games in one day. Even after NASCAR's over, we're not going to do 3 games in one day all the time, you know. Just depends on what games are on. I don't know how I got through Wild Card Weekend. 3 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday. I streamed them all. Mr. Ozzy. LA Rams, one of the teams that nobody wanted. I bet you there was somebody, in LA that was like a Rams fan from back in the day, the first time they were in LA. And then they cheered for the Rams all these years when they were in St. Louis. And they must have been so happy when they came back to LA. You know, somebody out there did that.
A perfect start so far, including Kyler Murray.
NFC West starts 3-0. The Rams are working on making it 4-0 right now, but the Bears are driving.
Mike, I can't wait to hear what Drew has to say. Meanwhile, how about Corey Seager and Justin Turner, the world champion Dodgers? They're in attendance here. Each play today, each of the home runs, Dodgers beat San Diego at Dodger Stadium.
Bears are in the red zone for the second time. Wound up with interception last time. Dalton makes a nice read. He's not being rattled at all by any pressure that gets around him.
To the 12-yard line. And Robinson is now caught 3 for 22 yards.
Yeah, and that's going to be what you have to do with the Rams. The Rams are very much an umbrella coverage. They're going to protect the deep plays. And they're going to allow some of those throws that are quick and over the middle. You know, really, a lot of this game for me comes down to the fact that Gibson and Jackson didn't touchdown Van Jefferson, because really the Bears defense has been doing the job here since all that happened.
Only touchdown of the game, Stafford off Jefferson's face mask, and he caught it, untouched, went into the end zone.
And nowhere to go for Montgomery there.
Taken back very, very quickly by Justin Collins. And we will, the timeout.
So would you say the worst play call of the day goes to the Buffalo Bills on their pathetic 4th-and-1 play against Pittsburgh? I saw that play and just couldn't believe it. I saw it when it happened. I happened to be looking at Dylan's phone. It's like, what in the hell? Just have Josh Allen sneak it, man. Excuse me.
Home team today. Bears will try to punch it in after that timeout. Larry Gormley, rookie out of Missouri, is not going to be the left tackle.
Rams get the ball to start the second half. We got 1 minute and 10 to go here.
So rookie picked in the 5th round. Meanwhile, Peters, 39-year-old left tackle, just went into the medical tent. So baptism by fire here for the rookie on 2nd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Bunch receivers to the left. Looking that way.
Dalton on the run. Dalton's going to take it himself. Oh, tackled 1 yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1.
Williams will make the stop, but he's a little bit short of the first down. Under a minute now.
I hope Dalton punches this thing in himself.
He's probably got to be proud of Andy Dalton. He's out there running around and trying to make plays as well. You know, in some ways, you almost feel sorry for Andy Dalton.
3rd and 1
Kind of waiting on the next guy, but
from the Rams 3.
trying to keep his team in the game.
They run it with Montgomery, who gets the touchdown. Stretches out for the touchdown. Hey, we got us a ball game.
So the Bears, who look to be maybe on the cusp of getting
Take advantage of that good field position and punch it in.
not very much back in the game. They'll take another look right
a tackle by Aaron Donald. Scored a touchdown. That's impressive.
Reaches out.
I think it's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a touchdown. By inches, it's a touchdown. Damn, Aaron Donald missed a tackle. He had a clear shot at David Montgomery. Touchdown's confirmed. And it's 13-7. Rams have a timeout in about 30 seconds. I don't know what they'll try to do here. Get out of here, Mr. Rossi. You know, if it wasn't for the Buffalo Bills doing that ridiculous play on 4th and 1, I would say the dumbest play call of the day could have gone to any one of the plays that Arthur Smith called in the second half for the Falcons. You guys still awake out there? I know it's a long day. I work hard and I do this for free. Streaming 9 hours in one day is hard work. My longest stream otherwise is like 6 or 7 hours playing a video game. But to just be talking football all day. The fact that I have any voice left at all is a miracle. You know, I just realized Baker Mayfield's interception at the end of the game earlier was a lot like the pass that Brady got away with throwing to Fournette that Micah Parsons could have picked off if he didn't just stand there. But we all can't be blessed with the golden horseshoe that Tom Brady has up his ass. Certainly not Baker Mayfield. He plays for the Browns. Shit happens, as they say. The Falcons scored twice as many points as the Packers. I should have told that to Cameron. Stafford takes a knee here to end the half. Rams get the ball to start the second half. No need to push it with this defense. Bears have a bit of momentum on their side, so just take it to the half with a 6-point lead and come out strong. Yeah, it looked like early the Rams were going to run away with this thing, but that Bears defense tightened up. The touchdown they gave up was kind of fluky. If those defenders just get a hand on Jefferson, he won't score. And who's to say that the Rams even punch it in after that, with as good as the Bears defense is. 13-7 at the half. Jeff, you had a good day. At least somebody here did.
13-7. Halftime to halftime next. Here's Mike Tirico.
We got us a football game.
Chris, thank you. Bears hanging in it. Coming up, we'll talk about some of the big games on Sunday 1. Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of weird stuff going on today. That Browns-Chiefs game was unbelievable. We'll call that second half for the Browns a series of unfortunate events. That's what it was. Oh my god. Just stepped on my desk and, well, the bottom part of my desk. That shit was sharp. It stabbed me. Now I can't even remember what I said. Damn, I listened to it and it has sound. That's fucking weird. Try closing your messenger and opening it back up again. Yeah, Russ cooked. Of course he did. It's the first 5 weeks of the season, Jeff. That's when Russ does all his cooking. Yeah, first 5 or 6 weeks of the season, he'll cook for you. But not like that man Mahomes can cook in September. Do you see his numbers in the month of September? It's crazy. Wasn't Tony Romo Mr. October, and then when December came around, Romo was always shit? Tony Romo's still the best quarterback the Dallas Cowboys ever had. Quote Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Jeff, I'm going to Bristol next Saturday night. The Falcons got cooked today. I wore this stupid shirt for no reason. Oh my God. Hey guys, you know what? Oh man, I tried to fart near the mic, but it was really quiet. Shame.
Settled in for the Rams to Van Jefferson. Not touched by a DB, goes in. But the Bears have twice as many first downs and more yards than the Rams. Didn't think it was going to be like that. Chicago back in at 13-7. Welcome to the first Toyota halftime of the season. Mike Tirico, Tony Dungy.
How you doing there, Mike Tirico?
Drew Brees is with us, of course, here.
I'm so happy we get to watch the Raiders on Monday Night Football to see the faces John Gruden makes when Lamar Jackson rushes for like 200 yards on him.
Cardinals opening some eyes. 38-13 in Tennessee. Tony Russell Wilson in Seattle on the road with a win.
Colts defense is designed to take away big plays. Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett did deep passes all day today.
Russell Wilson is one of the, if Russell Wilson might be the best deep ball thrower in the history of the league.
We said, don't count us out in the AFC. Buffalo cannot do anything on offense.
And special teams hurt here. This block punt.
Steelers win off a blocked punt.
As they won in Orchard Park in a set. Tony, the Browns led by double digits. They couldn't see what this play.
The Browns couldn't have anything go right for them in the second half.
Around again. The Browns have dominated in the first half, but here they give Patrick Mahomes a short field, and you don't want to do that.
Well, he's still good. You look at the 337, 4 touchdowns total. Kelsey had a couple, and the Chiefs get the win. We'll see them in Baltimore next Sunday night. And through the game, we'll get Jacksonville because of Hurricane.
Please let me know if my mic's getting fucked with by the fan. That fan is so loud.
The game was ball control for the Saints up front, but not here. Bombs away with Jameis Winston for his 5th touchdown pass of the day.
Jameis Winston, 20 pass attempts, 5 of them touchdowns, 148 yards. Fewest yards with the most touchdowns ever.
His coach, Matt LaFleur, said the team was embarrassed. Here's Rodgers' reply.
I'll let him use those words, and I'll use it's just one game. You know, we played bad. I played bad. Offensively, we didn't execute very well.
Is the Browns punter? He don't look like me.
Monday, we got 16 to go.
I'm better looking than he
Guys,
is.
we're in Tampa on Thursday night. Tony, you said you were worried. There were 9 quarterbacks who didn't play at all in the preseason. 3 of them didn't look very good. Actually, 4 didn't look very good. Rodgers, one of those.
No, and I think there was rust, but also I'm worried about some of the dysfunction that was there in this offseason. I'm not used to seeing Aaron Rodgers look like this.
I would agree, but give credit to the Saints.
Drew Brees just to get better fake hair. Look at Drew Brees' fake ass hair.
Blocking in the run game. They had 22 minutes of first half time of possession.
Somebody thinks that spotter perched on Drew Brees' head actually looks good.
Yeah, let's look at Aaron Rodgers here. This is a red zone play. He's going to have Devontae Adams on a shallow cross. Usually this is just money in the bank for the Packers. And we're going to see here, it's not executed well. And part of it is rust. Here's Aaron Rodgers. Instead of looking at Adams, he's looking at the rush, Drew.
Yeah, and he's usually great at moving in the pocket. Unfortunately, when you take your eyes down the rush, you now can't...
Looking at the Jaguars Stadium, because that's where the Packers and Saints play. Can you believe that place ever hosted a fucking Super Bowl?
This is a critical mistake at a point in the game where this cannot happen. You're trying to get back in the game. Unfortunately, it's a turnover.
Adams is wide open.
That'll never happen again. Jacksonville hosting a Super Bowl.
But they've got to get this fixed.
They did not establish anything at all in the run game, and it showed. Although New Orleans was impressive. They'll take on a Carolina team.
How about that Urban Meyer experiment, eh? Show those Jaguars highlights.
But first, Toyota reminds us to let your style shine. Let it shine through in a sleek Toyota car.
I already told you guys this. Going to Bristol. Then next year, going to Talladega in the spring, Martinsville in the spring, the 600 again, just because it's so close to my house. Daytona in the summer, and then the Charlotte Roval. That's the plan for next year. So Bristol will be the last race I go to this year, sadly, because of other scheduling conflicts. But if a certain cruise of mine were to get canceled, I would go to Martinsville. I totally would. How about those Bengals? Joe Burrow is the man. Hell, Justin Herbert's the man. Jalen Hurts is overrated. Falcons defense is just trash. Hawaiian Andy Dalton and the Miami Dolphins win. Just happy to see Joe Burrow have something good happen to him. I'd be thinking, I can't believe we lost that game, Robert.
They're down 6. Kyle, Chris, and Michelle after this.
This has been the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
So the best games of week 1. Dallas, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Kansas City. Classic fucking NFL games. I can't wait to see what happens in Bristol on Saturday night. You know, in the first half, the Falcons' defense was killing us, but then in the second half, the offense decided to get in on it because the defense actually made some nice stops to give us a chance. But particularly, the offensive line was horrendous today for the Falcons, and Arthur Smith just flat out called a bad game. So it really was a team effort. The defense was driving me crazy for quite a while, but I admit they actually tried to give us a chance in the second half. My NFC West, all 4 teams making the playoff predictions looking strong. 1 week into the season, of course. If the Rams can finish this off. Offense has kind of gotten stale here. But they're going to start this half with the ball. Oh, shit. Football days are always so hectic in here. Is it weird that even though the Eagles won, I think the Cowboys look like the best team in the East right now? And yes, I will be streaming the Giants in Washington on Thursday, for sure. Actually, really looking forward to that game. I'm going to have to stream from the PlayStation because I need the computer to actually watch the game, so... You'll be looking at a Madden Team Select screen Thursday. We did that once last year because that awesome Raiders-Dolphins Thursday night game last year was only on NFL Network, or it was a Saturday night game. But yeah, I plan on streaming that game Thursday. What a shot. Daniel Jones fumbled today. You guys got to beat the Giants. I know they beat you twice last year, but they were really, really close games. You got to beat the Giants. Come on. Short week. Good to get that losing taste out of your mouth on a Thursday. SoFi Stadium is so nice. I desperately want to go see a football game there. Now there's a stat. David Montgomery, first Bears player to rush for a touchdown in 6 straight games since Walter Payton. They lost because of turnovers and the fact the Broncos defensive line got after him. So I think Washington's in a prime position to give the Giants more of the same on Thursday. But it remains to be seen. I saw Aaron Donald miss a tackle in the first half that gave up a touchdown. Robert, I will say if you go 0-2 and have to play Buffalo, your season's not over, but it's definitely... You'll have your back against the wall, that's for sure. I know the Falcons' season's over. They played horrendous, and we got to play Tampa Bay next. The only reason the Falcons won't go 0-17 is because we're going to play the Jaguars and the Jets. They'll watch us lose those games. I don't see the Falcons beating anyone. They will, but I just can't see it or envision it right now. Stafford. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. My Lord. That was almost intercepted at the line of scrimmage. Stafford threw a pick six like that in the end zone against the Saints a couple of years ago when he played for the Lions. That looked really similar.
Being in the NFC North, 21st start for him against Chicago.
They go with the draw play, and the Bears kill it, Roquan Smith. Man, this Bears defense is on fire right now.
Nichols is the first guy in there, Smith as well. And they'll make it 3rd down and 10. The Rams tonight.
Bears defense took a step back last year from the year before, but I think they're going to bounce back this year. They will be the reason the Bears have an outside shot at a playoff spot. Maybe. Stafford's got all day, and he hits Jefferson. Oh, it's Robert Woods, excuse me. Pass rush didn't get home, and Stafford had all day back there. If the Falcons beat anyone with the offensive line they have, I'd be stunned. I don't know what's worse, their defensive line or their offensive line. No pass rush on Stafford again. Oh, here's the home run. Cooper Kupp's wide open, touchdown. Flag is down. The Bears think it's against the Rams. Oh, man. That was a home run ball, but I don't think it's going to count. Oh, it's on the Bears. The touchdown stands. The touchdowns for the Rams tonight have just been incredible to watch. 2 big plays. Bears defense is doing a lot of things right, but they've given up 2 massive plays. And they got flagged for roughing here. That was the easiest. That wasn't even like a great route by Cooper Kupp. That was easy. Just blown coverage. It's like he didn't even run a route. That was one of them Randy Moss plays. They called that roughing. Anyway. 20-7, LA Rams.
That's where the Rams started in the first half. They started the second half. 108 into the second half. 20-7.
That was awesome. Hollywood Nights. I guess I should have called my Falcons stream today Saving Private Matt Ryan. Like I said a little while ago, I'm so happy we get to do a Raiders game. I think Raiders games are my favorite games to stream. If you remember last year we did the Raiders and the Chiefs in that amazing Sunday night game. Then we had the Raiders and the Chargers on a Thursday. That was awesome. Went to overtime. Raiders games just always seem to be good streams for me. And I love John Gruden, even though he's a total meme. That's just the only reason I really love him. Oh, my Lord. Hey, Jeff, are you still here? Did you hear my math equation earlier today? I had a good math equation during the Falcons-Eagles game. It makes sense to me. I want to run it by you if you're still here. Andrew Garfield's going to be on a talk show this week. How many questions are they going to ask him about Spider-Man?
From Tuesday, otherwise known as September the 28th, brand new show on NBC. It's called La Brea. Fun outside so far. Dick Butkus is in the house.
Dick Butkus. One of the best names in NFL history. I can't believe that man's still alive.
What was that? We're known for defense in Chicago, and it has been two huge breakdowns.
Two sad Bears fans.
Not the Bears out of a great position in this game. Otherwise,
The Rams get to kick off from the 50 because of the personal foul. So, Jeff, did you know... Hold on, I'm watching this kick return, and it's stuffed. That Arthur Smith minus Derrick Henry equals Steve Sarkisian.
Jason Peters is questionable with a quad injury. You'll see him here. When he came up after this play, he was indicating his right leg was bothering
Jason
him.
Peters is hurt.
He was fishing on a lake in Dallas, catching crappies when he
Philadelphia fans know all about seeing Jason Peters hurt and walking off the field.
got very late into camp, and so he said he was only about 85% when he got here.
We'll be going fishing again.
Here comes Dalton, down by 13 again. Dalton's actually not playing bad. 5-yard gain there, about a 6-yard gain, actually.
Caught by Darnell Mooney, the speedy second-year man. Out Tulane, long takes the tackle, gain of 6.
you know, we have to keep in mind, too, that the Bears did not keep their two tackles from a season ago, Charles Leno and Bobby Massey, and then they had injury issues with Tevin Jenkins, the second-round draft pick, and when he had to undergo surgery, they ended up in a real hole and had to go get Jason Peters off of that lake.
Jenkins with back surgery.
1-yard run. That'll be third down here for the Bears.
Kenny Young.
Well, if I've given an MVP to the player on the Bears so far, it's pretty easy. David Montgomery has just been tremendous. And I'm talking about not only breaking tackles of little guys, but he's broken tackles from big guys. There's Sebastian Joseph Day, and then Aaron Donald had a shot at him, and he ran right through for the touchdown. So the running has been what they've been doing well, but it's hard to stay with it. We're this far behind. They need something explosive.
I just don't see this Bears offense being explosive enough. But Dalton converts that third down to Allen Robinson with a nice throw.
Darius Williams.
Have to dink and dunk and pick their way down the field. I just don't think they're going to hit really any explosive plays unless they pop a run like they did in the first quarter.
One on the outside against anybody. Darius Williams had a nice year last year, but this is one of the few times they got the Rams down in some kind of man coverage. The Rams are really frustrating to try and throw the ball against because they're so soft in their coverage on the back end. You can sort of see this, where do you throw it? You almost have to throw it underneath.
They go run. Oh, man, big wide open hole up the middle. If Montgomery didn't hesitate there, he would have got a first down. Got about 7 yards out of it, but there was more yards to get there.
Chris minus John Johnson. Salary cap situation there. Troy Hill gone. So they've had to kind of revamp that back end.
Yeah, but you know what they do here at the
Well, Jeff, I just think that maybe a lot of Arthur Smith's offensive success had a lot to do with Derrick Henry more than it did Arthur Smith.
It was just, I couldn't believe how light some of the boxes were.
That was not a good first game for a new head coach.
Rodgers and the Packers to run the football because they had so many people.
Play action from Dalton. Checks it down to Montgomery, who makes a couple of guys miss. Gets the Bears to midfield. The Bears have moved the ball. They've grinded out these drives, but they've only finished one. 2 failed fourth downs and an interception in the end zone. That's the difference in the game.
More than the Rams do. They're just back here, and then all of a sudden they'll come down. There's Jordan Fuller, who really has taken over for John Johnson. He is a second-year captain. How about that? 2 years a captain at Ohio State, and now number 4. Very rare to see a safety as a signal caller, but that's what he is in just his second year. And boy, they love him here.
Play action from Dalton. He's got a rusher right in his face. He's got to throw it away.
Just slings that one away. Takes by Lane. So, when we're talking about Jordan Fuller, Fuller, he shares something in common with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
199th selection in the draft.
Is that right?
Yes, there he is, right there.
Well, he's only 7 trophies away from accomplishing the same thing. Who knows?
A few MVP awards, right? A few commercials. Second and 10.
Screen to Damian Williams. Makes the most of it. 7 yards, 3rd and short now. They're not getting behind and down in distance. That's good. Oh, what a nice play by Dalton. First down. Hey, the Bears are playing for first place here. The Vikings, Lions, and Packers all lost today.
Really a nice job that time by Komet. He's going to come out and not like what he sees, so he's going to stop and back up and just give Dalton somewhere to throw the football. Somebody down on the back end.
Injured Ram here might be David.
Says a lot that Dalton's playing better with the Bears than he did for the Cowboys.
Early in the game with 9.5 to go in the third. Back after this.
I don't think that's a coincidence. I'm going to need vocal cord therapy after this. You love how long snappers can play 15 years in the NFL without anybody knowing who they are? God, my Twitter's on a roll right now with the stuff I'm seeing from people. Great to see Deshaun Jackson back on the field before he misses the next 14 games with a hamstring injury. Limit Deshaun Jackson snaps. That's all I can tell you. Churning those legs, getting 4 yards, hard fought.
Montgomery, they carry their scoreboards. You go back through, that's the way the scoreboards would look in the 30s and 40s and 50s. They won in Cleveland. That's the Coliseum in Los Angeles. And through the years, Arrowhead, and then you go to AT&T Stadium, and that's Atlanta with the halo on top. And then there's this, which is the state of the art right now. Second down and 6.
Dalton makes another great read and great throw. To the Rams, 26.
To the 26. And a first down for Chicago.
Well, one of the things that the Bears sort of quietly did this offseason is add a lot of...
Andy Dalton played a lot in the preseason. So did Justin Fields, but Andy Dalton played a lot.
There have been
Did Nick Foles play any at all?
not suited up just yet, just coming over. But they really, like the Rams in some way, trying to add a little pop to this offense. Unfortunately, the Rams don't often allow pops.
So David Long goes through the locker room and they check him out.
They are giving Montgomery a workout tonight.
Now this is what I think that the Bears could get away with a little bit more, and that's just trying to take it right at some of these guys on the double team blocks. Just come off and see what you can do. Montgomery's already breaking a lot of tackles out here. Just let your big guys come slug them out, punch them in the mouth, and see if you can push them backwards, and maybe he breaks one tackle, and you get your big play in the run game instead of the passing game.
Second and 6, 12th play of the drive.
They go back with Damian Williams. Ooh, gets the first down. He was one stumble away from running to inside the 10, but he gets a first down.
They're averaging a little over 5 yards per play, and that is Montgomery. And Fields comes into the game, so they work on Montgomery. Ton of stuff happening. Rams minus Long. They got Rochelle in at corner. Now they're looking at Montgomery. You got Damian Williams in the game, and Fields is in the game.
Some of those read option looks.
12th play drive here.
If it wasn't might have an opportunity here.
First down from the 16.
Ooh, play action shovel pass, but didn't fool anyone. Like the play call. How did Kyle Pitts look? Like a deer in fucking headlights, Jeff. Drop pass, illegal formation penalty, was never really a factor. So much so that I noticed he was barely in the game in the second half. Kyle Pitts did not have a good NFL debut. He looked nervous
There he is.
the few times he was even shown.
Down, so he's the guy taking Peter's spot.
And now the injuries are piling up for the Bears and the Rams.
Team was concerned. They were so thin a tackle, and now 2 of them down already.
And Elijah Wilkinson will be the guy who's going to have to come in. Another tackle, Simmons, is inactive tonight. So you got Peters out. You got his backup. Now will be out at least for one play anyway.
Well, the good thing about it is you're just coming off of preseason. So all of these guys have probably played more football recently than the starters have.
There's Bourne 75.
So many times for offensive linemen, that's when you get hurt. You know, you're blocking and then something happens behind you and they fall into the back of your knees. It happens to receivers blocking down the field. And
Yeah, Jeff, maybe Kyle Pitts will come on strong.
Justin Holland,
I'm sure he'll have his moments,
the backside.
but it was not a good debut.
I don't think
He was a non-factor, especially in the second half. He was like a ghost. And it wasn't just because we were wearing all white uniforms.
we've had games where that seems like all we talked about.
They did a great job on him. We did a Sunday night game in 18 in Chicago, and they did a great job on Donald that night. So Chicago is not his kryptonite, but they give him some extra problems. Second down and 9 now.
I bet they wish we had this said that.
Second and 9. They go run with Williams, and it's almost was able to shake off the first tackler. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 in the red zone here.
Gaines make the stop. Little shoving going on after the pass. Going to be 3rd down and 8 now from the 14-yard line.
Well, here you go. This is your Andy Dalton moment right here. This is when you need the quarterback. No more option plays.
3rd and 8.
They're going to be able to run.
Obvious passing situation against Aaron Donald.
Make a play, and their best player is Allen
And
Robinson.
Montgomery's over on the sideline. He's been putting in the work tonight. The Rams have 5 DBs on the field for this. And we got a timeout. Bears take the timeout on this 3rd and 8. Yeah, this is an important one.
Back after this from AWS in 30 seconds.
According to AWS.
Shut up, AWS. I wish I could stream for you guys at Bristol. I really do. Before the race, obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it during. You just hear just cars. My seats at Bristol are just off of turn 2, right at pit entry. So, I think that's a good spot.
The first of the half, 13-point Ram lead. This drive has consumed 8 minutes and 44 seconds already. 14 plays, 67 yards.
Well, you've got your two real playmakers down in the red zone on the field now. Jimmy Graham had 19 targets a season ago. Allen Robinson had 19 targets. Next closest, David Montgomery with 10. Jimmy Graham is flanked out wide.
3rd and 8. Jimmy Graham, we haven't heard much from him tonight. Dalton goes to him, and Graham makes the catch. Trying to wrestle his way to the end zone. And he's finally blown dead. Just short of the 2, 1st and goal. Finally, Jimmy Graham gets involved. I kind of forgot he was still with the Bears. And he makes his catch on Jalen Ramsey, too. Wow, they had Ramsey on Graham, and Graham makes the catch.
But not so against the pilot, Jimmy Graham. That was a huge first down for the Bears. Bears just keep kind of hanging in there, don't they?
The Bears are fighting hard. It's the most fight I've seen from the Bears in a couple of years. Justin Fields is quarterback for this play. And the play clock's running down. 3, 2, 1. They get the snap off, and it's a quarterback draw with Fields. And he gets in. Touchdown, Justin Fields. They barely got that play off, and Fields made the most of it.
So the Bears on a drive that consumes almost 2/3 of a quarter. Punch it in.
What plays back-to-back there?
This guy right there. And you also had a lead blocker in front. Who was the tight end coming across there? That was fantastic. J.P. Holtz.
I thought that play had no chance, but Fields got between the defenders thanks to a good block.
Second one as well. And when that tank started coming downhill, Justin Fields was not going to.
And the Bears are only down by 6. Still in the game.
Bears straight to bring on 3rd down on that drive. It's a 6-point game with 4:14 left in the 3rd.
Using Justin Fields like he's Taysom Hill or something. What a good game. I'm pleasantly surprised by this game. I am invested. Kind of rooting for the underdog Bears right now. I like the Rams better. I picked them to win, but I can't help but root for the underdog. Same with the Browns and Chiefs earlier. But when that momentum shifted to the Chiefs, it was like, how could you not cheer for the Chiefs at that point? It was infectious when that fucking snowball started rolling downhill. I've talked so much today, I have a headache. And it's from talking. How far am I from Bristol? Hold on. Let me look right now. I'm not sure the exact distance, but let me look on my phone. I will tell you right now on Google Maps exactly how far I am from Bristol. It's closer than Darlington. We're not getting a room in Bristol. We're going to come back after the race.
Stafford, will he be here in February, on the 13th of February, for the Super Bowl, and do what Gibson did? He traded from Detroit to Los Angeles. Kirk actually was a free agent at that point.
Bristol Motor Speedway. 2 hours and 15 minutes from Bristol. So we're actually closer than I thought.
Said on radio, Vince Scully on television said in the year of the improbable, the impossible has happened. He gets into the home run. Meanwhile, you know,
2 hours, 13 minutes, 108 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway.
And I think he's just starting to understand this offense. I mean, you can see, does he really understand how to play the bootleg game?
I'm going to be fine for work tomorrow. I know I probably won't be run out of bed till 7:30 or a little later. Hopefully after 8. Some days we don't get going till 9. We'll see. First and 10 for the Rams with just a 6-point lead. They go draw. And they wrestle up the middle for 5.
All right, let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. And there we go. There's our guys. As soon as I say post routes, they're just going to throw it right up there. There's one for a touchdown. Of course, the safety's on the back end.
Ooh. Nice throw, but Kupp doesn't bring it in. Third down. Third down for the Rams, and the momentum's on the Bears' side.
Kupp can't handle that one, covered by Christian, so it's third and 5. So Fields, you saw him, his first NFL carry is a touchdown. His first NFL pass was a 9-yard gain. That Ram defense was on the field forever, and the Rams right now in jeopardy of maybe going to throw it out quickly, which is the last thing that defense is going to need.
The Bears are showing pressure. 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. Most of them drop out. It's a 4-man rush. First down. Stafford finds Higbee for 6. Stafford going deep. Higbee's wide open up the sideline. Down to the Chicago 25. Damn, the Bears defense is doing a lot of things right, but these big plays are killing them. 38 yards. Yet another big play. And the Rams are not even running the ball well, and that was play action.
Chicago Bears defense, they pretty good down here in the red zone. They're just giving up the plays over the top.
Need a turnover here. Deshaun Jackson on a swing pass. Tackled after about 3 yards. Shockingly, Deshaun Jackson's hamstring did not explode on that play. Eagles, Bucks, and Redskins fans were like, yeah, we know.
Anytime Deshaun Jackson's on the field, I don't care how old he is, you kind of get that tick, tick, tick feel going.
No pass rush that play. Cooper Kupp's a yard short of the first. We got a 3rd and 1 now.
I've heard so many people talk about Cooper Kupp and how much he understands about the quarterback position and how people play it. Here's some of the numbers here tonight for Matthew Stafford, and already you can see why they were all smiling and talking about, even the defensive guys used to cheer in practice when Stafford would make a big
3rd and 1. Stafford's in the gun. Bears blitz. They don't get there. Kupp's wide open. Makes a man miss. Spins. Touchdown. I'm going to say touchdown. Made a man miss, spun out the last tackle, and reached to the end zone. Damn. Touchdown, Rams. It'll get reviewed, but either way, it'd be 1st and goal inside the 1, even if they don't get this touchdown.
Get to the facility 2 hours before anybody else does. They have breakfast together, and they talk about plays like this. Watch Cooper Kupp not only just make the catch to begin with a great move.
Missed tackle. Spins out of that. Dive to the goal line.
There you go. Was the knee dead?
Oh, he's down. He's short of the goal line. That's going to be 1st and goal inside the 1. 1st and goal at the 6-inch line for the Rams. That touchdown will not stand.
The runner is down at the half-yard line on the left hash. It will be 1st down from that spot. 1st down.
Inside the 1-yard line, so that would have been Kupp's second
1st and goal.
touchdown of the night. Instead, 1st and goal with a minute and 40 to go in the quarter. This drive began back at their own 25.
And Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford are hating life right now. They're taking a touchdown off the board by half a yard. And Cooper's getting back in the huddle and goes, you know, we could do that again.
Think. We have those 2-hour breakfasts. We have a few plays, you know.
Not that I would ever do that in the huddle to a quarterback.
Of course not.
No.
Khalil Mack out here sucking wind.
Anderson is the running back. Anderson.
And touchdown. Run up the gut.
From 1 yard out. Less than 3 minutes to go 75 yards. Just 2 runs, 6 passes.
8 plays, 75 yards. You knew they'd get that touchdown either way. You're right.
Here, get this read block over here and really seal the deal.
If any defense could have made a goal line stand, I would have given the Bears a chance, but
No way to stop them.
didn't get it done.
This is a Bears offensive line that is coming together, especially that interior 3 with Edwards, Allen, and Corbin.
Extra points good. 27-14 for the Rams. And I'm going to run to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. Unless you want me to take the mic with me so you can hear me pissing. Back. I don't think my fan's blowing in the mic. Nobody's complained about it. I'm really paranoid about that. Oh, yeah, we're streaming tomorrow night. It's week 1. I'm streaming every goddamn game I can. And plus, I love doing Raiders games. Oh my god, it's COVID birds. What the fuck is this? Mute. Mute. Andy Dalton is playing a pretty damn good game. 20 of 25, only 151 yards though. Stafford 17 of 22 for 295 and a couple of TDs. Dalton's just being efficient, not doing anything spectacular. He's just being efficient. They're going to have to win a shootout with Matthew Stafford.
Stars tonight in the building, and so far
The Bears are so not built to win a shootout. No matter who the quarterback is, I don't think the Bears are built to win a shootout.
No quarterback hits, a couple of hurries by Donald, but that is it. So the game plan, obviously, to stop those two, then it's been left to others to make the plays tonight.
You wouldn't believe, Matt, 5th pick in the 2014 draft. Donald, number 13, is the Bengals return from the 2-yard line.
Bears will start at the 21. Fuck you, Al Michaels at the 21. Me and Al Michaels are always a yard off of each other. Most of the time, I'm right. Most of the time. I'm just happy the Bears have made this worth watching for now. Still, they got to get back in it again, down by 13. There's the LA Forum, where Kiss Alive 2 was allegedly recorded. It's your Kiss trivia for the day. Gain of 5.
Al, it's just bizarre for me to watch defenses the way they play today. But they essentially just invite you to run. Look at the closest defender that is a linebacker. So they have 4 or 5 across the front. They're basically saying, please, Chicago, run the ball. Go ahead. We don't care.
Comes a blitz. Don't get there. Hits Williams. One of my favorite routes to throw in Madden, that angle route.
Takes it out to the 39, put a flag down, back at the line of scrimmage. Brad Allen's had a fairly quiet night, and there are only 2 penalties assessed against each team.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face, number 99, defense.
Hands to the face on Aaron Donald.
The fastest way to take an offensive lineman backwards is to
put your hands in his face.
on the other guy's throat or helmet. And that time's exactly what Aaron Donald did. Good piece of officiating right there. Unfair advantage. I tell you, Andy Dalton is getting this ball out so fast.
Don't jinx him, Chris. He's got to throw an interception now.
The fastest quarterback in the league last year was 2.2, and now he's Roethlisberger to give you some idea of the pace.
And there you go. Oh, man. Deflected and harmlessly falls to the turf, but sure enough, I was expecting a pick right after Collinsworth complimented him.
Guy out there, and they're able to do it, but they're picking some spots here for Justin Fields. And the nice thing about that is a lot of times the backup quarterback is the one who gets no snaps in practice. They would bring in the third-string quarterback to
9 seconds to go in the third.
Bears. They have Justin Fields doing the scout team, so at least he is taking snaps, and then they do a lot more after practice.
Fake the toss. Go to a run up the middle for a gain of 9. That'll end the third quarter. I'm going to get one more glass of milk to get me through this fourth quarter. By the way, because I know it'll happen some point this season, my streams do have a mercy rule. If a game gets completely out of hand, stream over. I think Bucks Saints last year was one of my first football streams, the second Bucks Saints game, and the Saints were just whooping their ass, and I was tired, so. So yeah, if a game gets ugly, I check out. There's no need to sit around and talk about a game that's not competitive. I turned off Falcons-Eagles at the 2-minute warning to set up for the next stream, but I should have turned it off a couple minutes earlier than that. So, how many weeks until Zach Wilson gets put on IR? Because, my lord. I barely watched Panthers Jets today. I had it on in the background. That kid was getting killed. And I can say kid because these players are younger than me now. Hell, Patrick Mahomes is younger than me.
Tonight's aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico. SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Almighty Los Collinsworth. Michelle DeFoya, our 16th season of
I'd love to go to LA one day. I wouldn't mind living on the West Coast. Watch football 3 hours early. Go to bed earlier instead of being up till 11:30 on a work night watching Sunday Night Football. 3rd and 2. Justin Fields in the game. It's a draw to Montgomery, who gets the first down. They fooled the cameraman, but they didn't fool me. 108 yards for David Montgomery.
Yeah, but they are basically just daring the Bears to run the ball, and they've been averaging 5.3 yards per carry. But this was fantastic. I mean, it really was. Montgomery is just really fighting all night tonight for every blade of grass or whatever that stuff is out there. Stupid.
Bears are at midfield again. Nice throw by Dalton into a tight window. Mooney.
Bears are now 7 for 7. And getting into Rams, they've been across the 50 on all 7 drives into Rams territory. But here they are still down by 13. Despite
Like that Rams 90.6 win probability.
their running game has been great, 127 on the ground. The Rams 18 yards on the ground.
That's exactly right. But if they're just going to keep lining up like this, and you have effectively 5,
2nd and 1.
6 down in that blitz, but generally that means you're going to go run the football.
Here comes a blitz from the Rams. They get there, but Dalton avoids the sack. He's got a first down. What a play by Dalton. You got to give it to Dalton. He's playing like his career is on the line, because it is. I think this is Dalton's last chance to establish himself as a starter, and he's got a very small margin for error with a first-round draft pick sitting behind him. So Dalton is coming through here. He's making it happen, giving his team a chance. The Bears have more first down than the Rams, but the Rams have more big plays. Wide open tight end in the flat, and Jalen Ramsey bear hugs him, short of the first down by a yard.
Is going to be very close to a first down.
Now, this is exactly the type of throw that the Bears need to see from Justin Fields if they're ever going to get him in here. We saw in preseason on several.
But what do you do if Andy Dalton just plays awesome this year?
Quickly, and yet he would hold the ball. He held the ball longer than any quarterback during the course of preseason.
Andy Dalton's in a no-win situation. Damian Williams avoids a tackle, gets the first down. The Bears will not go away.
So I think some blend of what Justin Fields is seeing out of Andy Dalton tonight is going to sink in, right? He's going to learn. When they go back and watch this tape now, he's going to learn, like, oh, wow, I didn't know you had to throw it 2 seconds. At Ohio State, I never had to do anything like that. So he'll just put that in the memory bank and be part of the growth. But tonight, he's been able to watch, and he'll be able to grow this week while still participating in the game and coming up with big plays.
Oh, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald missed the sack. But Hollins cleans it up. Never thought I'd see Dalton elude Aaron Donald, but Hollins took him down. Big play there for the Rams.
One thing about Aaron Donald is he's in such phenomenal shape that he can go for 4 quarters. Not all pass rushers can. And you can see he's going to extend those arms up and then the old push-pull, then pulling back. And he is just, he can't believe it. He didn't get a sack on that one either, but he did set up his partner. And that's the reason everybody loves playing with Aaron Donald, because when he's
2nd and 25. They're back at the Rams 40 now. And they go empty. Looking for a home run shot here maybe. Yes. Oh, it's dropped. Should have been caught. Then it was almost picked. 3rd and 25. You're playing for the field goal now. Play for the field goal and trust your defense. As long as they don't get any more big plays on them. There we go. Komet gets them into field goal range to the 30. So they're in field goal range. Kick it. Make it a 10-point game and hope you can make a stop. Really? 4th and 15 with 10 minutes to go. You'd only be down by 10. I'd cut it to 10. I'm sorry. You got to cut it to... It's 4th and 15. You're not going to convert this. Bonehead decision here. I think you just got to bite your lip and cut it to 10. This is a bad decision. They're going to take it, though. Dalton throws deep, and it's batted away. And first of all, the route was short of the line to gain. What a stupid fucking call. I know it's not the dumbest call because they're still only down by 2 scores, which they would have been if they kicked the field goal, but come on. Cut it to 10. 4th and 15. You ain't going to get that in a million fucking years. I wish Matt Ryan had played a little more like Andy Dalton today. Never thought I'd say that in my entire life, but here we are. I just said it. A quick release. Yeah, that was a shit play call anyway. Like I said, the decision was one thing. But hell, he threw the ball to somebody who was like 3 yards short of the line to gain at the sideline. I tell you what, we're going to stream that Sunday night game next week, Kansas City, Baltimore. That's been quite the rivalry. And then by rivalry, I mean the Chiefs always seem to whoop up on the Ravens. Can the Ravens finally break through and beat the Chiefs? The Browns couldn't get it done today. Rams start at their own 30, 5-yard gain. I feel like this game's going to start slipping away from the Bears now.
Did it again today. Kansas City looked like they were going to go down to Cleveland. They were down early. And Lamar Jackson, he's always exciting to watch. Good to see him tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that Lamar Jackson is somebody that is just different. You know, he's just a different player. And
Lamar Jackson is Michael Vick, but better.
be
He
able
really
to
is.
sustain itself. And I think it will because he is
But the Ravens' style of offense is not sustainable. It's not consistent enough. Big run here, first down. Look forward to watching the Ravens tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to light Chucky's ass up on Monday Night Football. Live from the Death Star in Las Vegas.
It's going to be interesting to see what long-term this running game turns into. I'm so used to watching the Rams with that outside zone run and stretch plays and all those offensive line going in synchronized swimming kind of formations out there, bootlegs off of it. This has been a little different than that tonight. It really hasn't been that.
He's now taking some time off the clock. About 8.5 left in the fourth. And Anderson.
9-yard run.
Across midfield.
Rams are going to run this thing home.
So it's been Henderson all night. They have shown him to shove, but we have not seen him at all.
Got some pushing and shoving here.
Stuff here. Flag just came in.
And a flag just came in. That's probably going to give the Rams an extra 15 on top of that. Just about get them in scoring range.
Assess somebody. Who might that be?
A lot of people were mad down there.
Yeah.
Saw that.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting.
On the defense.
44, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Uh,
This is number 44's first.
8 minutes to go. The Bears they've only got 2 timeouts. They're down by 2 scores, so now the Rams are in scoring range again.
Ryan Allen, David Edwards over here with the double team. You see that defensive tackle going backwards, and that's always a good sign. Now here comes, there was a little bit of both things going on. One player with hand in the face of Ogletree. He responds. He gets the foul. Who knows what was said? Eddie Jackson got mad at Ogletree.
If I'm the Rams, I'm taking at least one shot to the end zone here to put them away. They stick with the run here, but I would have taken a shot. Really put them away.
You know how he
Yeah, I've seen Mark Davis's house.
Rams
It's absurd.
offense, all the different things that they do with those stretch and
Fucking
outside
tax
plays.
evading motherfucker.
Matthew Stafford and some of the play action stuff that he likes, maybe they go to more of those duo blocks, the double teams, and they play a little more power football because if they can play that and the outside zone and the bootleg game, now you've got a complete offense for Matthew Stafford to work with him.
Second down and 5. They show that note about what Stafford's done.
Offsides on Akeem Hicks, almost.
That's his 68.
Rams stick with the run.
Henderson.
3rd and short coming up.
Did say John Stofa, Bengals,
If you want a chance to win this game, got to make this stop.
first year. Second game.
Even then, you're still going to need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. That's always a fucking nightmare.
They're undefeated.
I'm not sure you're ever coming back to Cincinnati, but
Chicago will host Cincinnati next week.
Whoa, Stafford almost got sacked.
Throws another deep
There's a flag down. God, how did Stafford not go down there?
Eddie Jackson covering Cooper.
It's incomplete.
Back at the
There is a flag. Holding on the Rams.
against LA.
Take the penalty and back them out of field goal range and hope to make this stop.
Holding, offense number 55. 10-yard
I'm not going for it on 4th and 15 in any situation unless it's like late in the 4th quarter and I'm fucked.
He's been coaching now 5 years, the head coach. He's still the youngest coach in the league by about 3 years.
you know,
35 years old.
it's amazing. It really is. And the best line I heard this week was when they were talking about Matthew Stafford. Sean McVay needed a partner, not a student. And he has a partner now. I mean, some of the debates, some of the ability, they each have this photographic memory. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay can go
3rd and 13.
games from 10 years ago, back and forth.
Rams are going to play for this field goal here. I don't know. I said take a shot, but now I think you just got to take the field goal.
Like I said, maybe at the top of match rate.
They get screen to Cup. Nobody's over there. Missed tackle. He's at the 30. More missed tackles. First down, Rams. That was horrible. Stafford put that all on Cooper Kupp, and he delivered. The Bears secondary just completely blew it. And Matt Nagy looks like a guy who knows this fucking game's over.
Would know that Cooper Kupp George Kittle style almost. A lot of quick little moves. We saw a little spin move to get down close. And look at both of these guys. They get the ball in their hands and then just let them go.
The overplay for the catch. Looks split on the quarterback recently too. Anderson. You know what?
I always wonder, should they adjust yards after the catch on a quarterback stat sheet because it's the receiver doing the work?
Should bring up before too long is what happened to him on the first day of padded practice this year. I mean, they get him, everybody's excited.
Holding on the Rams.
10-yard penalty. First down.
Johnny Mont. So the first day of padded practice, he's throwing. He hits his thumb.
What was time of possession like in the Washington game, Robert? Did the Chargers win time of possession?
It was unbelievable. He did a 180, ready to fall down. McVay is across the field and thinks he's heard a cannon go off. And these guys were ready to die at that point.
Yeah, he just thought he was going to pass out. But now, in practice, the defensive linemen on the scout team all wear
Time is of the essence. I just think the Bears are going to run out of time. They're fucked anyway, but we're under 5.5 minutes.
They look like big mushrooms.
Strip sack is what they're thinking, and the Rams go empty here. Stafford gets it out quick. Cooper Kupp. And if non,
The 22-yard line that Jackson makes the tackle. Take it down to 5 minutes to go.
starting to think the Bears should have used a timeout there.
He hits that back foot, and out comes the ball.
Rams have a 99.7% win probability.
Really seen him work the middle of the field. I think they hit
So the Chargers dominated time of possession. That explains why your defense was not so good in the fourth quarter, at least trying to close the game out.
and then zip some of those crossing routes right off the fingertips of those linebackers.
Sonny Michel, the former
Sonny Michel.
Ram debut. So it takes until 55 minutes into the game before they bring in the main.
Third down. If I was the Bears, I'd use timeout there.
End of August. Michel, one-time #1 draft pick 3 or 4 years ago by the Patriots.
3rd and 9.
For all that, because Cam Akers tore that Achilles, and he was supposed to be the guy. And you talked about Cam Akers and what he brought. And
I think the Rams are going to slowly work Sonny Michel into this offense, but not tonight. Oh, my Lord. 1st and goal. Come on, you know they're going to run the ball. How do you give up a run that big?
So first down and goal, clock ticking down. Rams try to open with a win. They go to Indy next week. Chicago home against Cincinnati. First
Rams are going to throw it, try to put it away here. 1st and goal from the 5.
to the end zone and incomplete.
Incomplete. Looking for Higbee.
Talking about Cooper Kupp, he has 108 receiving yards tonight.
Now, sometimes the Bears will try a little stunt in there. This time it worked against them. They do that and left a lane in here to run the football on the prior play that was just all too easy for that Rams offensive line. But now they're starting to look like the Rams a little bit again. If they can, and the way Stafford can throw the ball and these guys can get open, if they can run the football like this as well, it's going to be a problem for teams.
Back to the run. Down to the 2. 3rd and goal. Bears now, they'll start taking timeouts.
We go out sometimes.
Timeout Chicago. We go out some right now. We're going out to a commercial.
Yeah, Robert, I'll see you tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. I want to be in this game till the bitter end at this point, even though it's pretty much out of hand. Let me start getting my shit together for when I go to bed soon. Move some things around. I gotta get my work clothes set up so when I wake up in the morning I can put forth the bare minimum of effort when I'm trying to get ready. So, work shoes go there. Work shirt goes right here. I think that's everything I need. Let me see how my bed looks. I'm sure it's all messed up underneath. I'm gonna sleep with 2 pillows tonight because my other pillow is so fucking flat now. think my bed is comfortable enough to sleep on. And it's always comfortable, but you know, you have to lay down on freshly made sheets. Although, making your bed is over. I don't give a fuck about the blankets on top, but the sheets underneath, it's like, yeah, make that flat, but the rest of the blankets, fuck it. I used to get screamed at. Like, literally, I used to get screamed at growing up with my mother. Yeah, make up your bed! Like, making up your bed was the most important thing in the fucking world to that woman. And I'm just like, why? Ain't nobody gonna be in here but me. I don't give a fuck. Like, make up your bed. I got screamed at for a lot of dumb reasons. That was probably the dumbest. Come on, LA, put this touchdown away. A 30 burger will look good on the scoreboard for the newly christened Matt Stafford-led Sean McVay offense. Play action. He's looking for Kupp. He's not open. Touchdown. Robert Woods. There is a flag. Nice throw by Stafford. Looks like it's going to be on the Bears, so the touchdown will be good. Probably get out of here at the 2-minute warning. Holding on the Bears. Penalties decline. Touchdown, Rams. Stafford in his Rams debut. Exceptional. Kupp comes in motion. That draws a lot of attention. And that's where he initially wanted to go. And he found Robert Woods in the back of the end zone, who extends, makes a great play, and taps the toes. Good throw and an even better catch.
Impeded it enough for Stafford to step up in the pocket and hit his man as Gay comes in for the extra point.
(34-14). I'll hang out till the 2-minute warning, so we're going to have another minute or two together before we part ways for the evening, and I go to bed. I'm going to sleep good tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it. I think I'm going to sleep pretty good, I tell you what. Still toying around with moving shit in my room again. I just don't have enough space. I've got to make more space. No two ways about it. The Bears fought hard. The Rams are just a much better team, specifically in the coaching department. I am not a Matt Nagy fan. This motherfucker will be fired halfway through the year. At least, well, he should have been fired last year, but you know. God damn it. Trying to turn my phone up and hear this funny thing Jameis Winston said, apparently. Oh, Jameis. Never change. Used to fucking hate that dude. Now I'm kinda, ironically, a Jameis Winston fan. He's gonna get the best of the Falcons a couple times this year, I know that. At least they had the good sense to only give the Falcons one primetime game this year. It's a Thursday game against New England later this year.
Take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam. This thing is so cool, we can get right down into the middle of the action. So
What Falcons wins? We might beat the Jaguars, maybe. Maybe we beat the Jets. I think we beat the Panthers once. That's probably it. That's wishful thinking, too.
What I love most is watching him do the footwork drills that guy does. He does it like
3:17 to go. I'm out of here at the 2 minutes. That Rams win probability sits at 99.9%. Although, we saw what the Lions did against the 49ers. Like that's going to happen. Rams put up 34 points on the Bears.
Yeah, I loved hearing the defensive guys talking about it. And when he would hit a big play down the field in practice.
Allen Robinson for a gain of 5.
On the sideline, like, oh, good. We finally going to get the offense going back again.
Bears only have one timeout and a 2-minute warning, down by 20.
And you kind of get the feeling it's just getting started
3 minutes.
because of the recollection that those two guys have. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay.
These passes over the middle and the field of play are wide open right now. But that's by design, of course.
And because Stafford has that same kind of memory, he can actually take it out to the field and take care of it at the line of scrimmage. No more for stuff with Jared Goff. Remembers what
Andy Dalton pressured, rolls to his right, incomplete.
They're just, now it's just up to Stafford.
Yeah, I mean, Goff got off to a great start when he became the starter, and then, took him to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. But the bloom came off the rose a little bit. There's no question about that.
Well, the one thing the Rams say about that is you have to give Goff credit because he made our organization something that a Matthew Stafford would want to come play with us. And so we really appreciate what he helped us build here, and now they're hoping Stafford takes it to the next level. And if tonight's any indication, he already has.
So Leonard Floyd went to the sideline and worked on him. Second down and 10.
Get out of bounds. I mean, not that it matters.
Damian Williams is out of bounds.
Third down.
2:25.
I mean, you know what the conversation's going to be in Chicago now, right? We're going back to the quarterback situation. And I know how frustrating it is because it's entirely possible Chicago has that guy. Justin Fields might be that guy. And somehow they managed to trade up and get him. Andy Dalton had a really fine night. He had a tip ball, interception, whatever. But Justin Fields, you can see the magic. You saw the magic in the preseason. The ability to take a play and it doesn't look good and the receivers aren't open and he scrambles for 25 or 30 yards and 4.4 speed. It's all there. It's all there. That when you watch him interviewed, he's such a serious-minded guy. He's the dynamic leader that you want. Andy Dalton on a one-year contract. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going to happen in the future. It's just a matter of when do the Bears feel like it is in the best interest of Justin Fields to let him go.
Against Cincinnati next week, the Bears have a different kind of schedule this year. No 2 home games in a row.
3rd and 10.
They alternate every week, home and road.
Incomplete. 4th and 10 with 2:23 to go. Obviously 4-down territory.
The one thing the argument I'll make in favor of Justin Fields right now, when they do some of those
The next step for the Rams is how are they going to play against division opponents? Because the NFC West is the best division in the NFL. Good, they beat up on the Bears, a very solid defense, but how are they going to play their division opponents? Especially the 49ers, who seem to give the Rams fits. No matter how bad or injured the 49ers are, they seem to just own the Rams. We'll see if that continues. Oh, Stafford. Aaron Donald got him. With 2:16 to go. Aaron Donald puts a sack on the stat sheet.
And the Rams get it on downs.
This little sort of jump chop move that he does, and arm over. He has 1,000 different hand moves, but eventually he lands on your quarterback. And I tell you, what makes him, he's not that big a guy. What makes him are his feet. He literally trains with defensive backs, wide receivers, and running backs, and he is so lightning quick. You think he's David Montgomery bouncing through a hole with what he can do, and you saw it there.
Three-time defensive player.
I bet it's a run.
Recently. Your mama.
And we will go to the 2-minute warning, and I will go to bed. All right, guys. I had fun watching football with you today. I know everybody kind of came and went and came back because I know you're not going to watch me for 9 hours, but I had fun today. See y'all tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. I'm very tired. Have a good one. Hope your team did